Boom, that's set up. Let me get over here. Boom. Pop out my chats. Live chat. Oh. And then over to my watch later. What's up, Osvaldo? Hey, Isby.
Sparkle is here to save the day and save you money. See, it's just right.
What's up, guys?
That's great.
Get my window capture. What's up, TTM? What'd I win? Oh, well, you were like 4th. You got 4th in here. I forget. Someone told me how I fix this. Thank you, Trina's oldest. What's up, Variety TV? Hey, NorCal. Properties. Projector. No. I forget. Someone told me how I fix the exact. Not properties. Fuck it. It's good enough. And if I make my actual window smaller. Don't forget to hit live chat. If you hit live chat, that helps. But yeah, let's go like that. Boom. You guys know I love my 90-Day Fiancé. I finally have my shitty TV back on. And then I have I've been watching some other shitty reality TV show. Want to get some crocheting done. My hands are pretty sore. They're kind of swollen. The like middle knuckles, the middle joints are pretty sore. And like they feel like arthritic. But I really want to get this blanket done. I showed you guys yesterday how much I have done. This is how much I have done. I'll show you. Pull that out. I have this much done. So it's like 11 inches long. G's to Jen's is a classic. That's a fun one. I think there was only like 2 seasons of that though. So this is how much that I have done. It is as wide as it's gonna be. But now I have to make it as long as it's gonna be. So it's supposed to be 30 inches long by 36 inches wide. And I only have it like 10, 11 inches long right now. So I'm working on building it up and getting it to the full length. And I thought, okay, if I do 1 row a day, 2 rows a day, I'll be good. Excuse me. And I haven't worked on it in like 2 weeks. So I owe about 14 rows to catch up because my hands have just been so swollen. Then I have to get more yarn. Yarn is expensive now. Friggin' inflation hit the craft store. I do not like that. Do not like that at all. Every device shows differently, but if Jen chose first, you win. I had Osvaldo as first in the chat. Am I done with the outfits? Can we see? Yeah, I finished the mermaid cocoon. And then I had the Minions one done since I was like 3 months pregnant. I finished that one. And then I have 3 pairs of shoes that I've made. I have like 4 or 5 headbands that I've made. And then my mom made a blanket. There's a bunch of stuff. And then I've already figured out some stuff that I'm not going to need. Because I bought this co-sleeper. And I usually am pretty good because this one, they zoom in like every so often to avoid it. Thank you, Zechariah. Yeah, I'm not on Camp Soda or anything anymore. Usually it'll be like they zoom in every couple seconds. It's kind of annoying, but they do things like that to offset the like content ID thing. Yeah, let me get the mermaid thing. Let me get this. kind of set up how I like it. And then, I don't know, let me flip this the other way. Hey, Bob Pagan. Yeah, let me show you the mermaid. Give me one sec. Flip this around. Get that back through the loop. I look extra pregnant every day, Bob Pagan. You should see my ankles. Ankles are swole. Yeah, I'm wearing a dress, so the dress definitely accentuates the baby bump. Ah, stuck on my little thing that I have. Let me find the mermaid outfits. Alright, so mermaid outfits. We got the cocoon with the tail. And then we got the starfish, the scuffed starfish headband. You can't really see it. No, Albie, we still have 6 weeks and some days. So we got the starfish. And then we got a bathing suit top that has little seashells. It's kind of blown out a little bit. You can really see the coloring. There you go. It's like a little seashell top. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of cute stuff that you can make for girls. And then this is the little cocoon that you put their body in and you take photos. We've got the little fin. Ooh. Yeah, that'll be like that one, and the Minions one I'll probably bring to the hospital. Because you're in the hospital for like 24 mini skims. I haven't heard of that. Never made anything for Mandy. I'm trying to think if I've made anything for Mandy. I think I made Mandy a hat one time. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think I made her like a little headband hat. I've made everything from crochet that you possibly could. I've made clothes, I've made pillows. I got my juice, I got my water. Got some 90 Day Fiance. Yeah, see, they zoom in and it like helps get rid of the content ID. But if the stream goes down, just let me know and I'll stop it.
Alright, babe, are you ready?
Now she graduates high school in June. That's crazy. Oh, that'll be nice Friday TV. Hopefully you guys are able to successfully try and have fun while trying.
What's the matter?
I can see your underwear. I can see everything.
So this guy's Muslim, straight out of, you know, Egypt. So he's very conservative, obviously. And she's trying to adjust to that.
Tonight we're going out with my friends to have dinner. Well, Darren is with his mother. Okay, is that better?
Yeah, thank you.
But I was kind of annoyed that he didn't approve of my outfit. I didn't think it was distasteful, but I didn't make too much of a fuss, so he wouldn't be upset.
Because kids find their way over, under, and into everything, Duracell created a lithium coin battery for even the tiniest masterminds. Designed with a unique bitter coating to help discourage swallowing.
Oh, a bitter coating on your fucking batteries.
$5,000, and this one is $3,000. Every single month I get paid by Audible. If you don't know what Audible is, it's actually owned by Amazon, which is one of the biggest.
Oh, I'm sure this bitch. I'm sure.
Still be excited about going to have dinner with my squad. I'm definitely a little nervous just because
I'm a little worried as well.
behavior towards me. But I'm trying to cut Muhammad some slack.
Oh yeah, you guys are
because I
good
know
Friday
the
TV.
culture here is new to him. So I hope my friends will be open tonight and be able to see that he's a good man and has a beautiful soul.
Yeah, her son has I think he's on the autism spectrum, but he also has like cerebral palsy. He has like a couple things. Or muscular dystrophy maybe. He has something with his muscles. Like he can't extend his arms fully.
So thanks for coming. I'm so happy and excited that you guys all finally get
So happy to see you.
You're finally here, Mohammed. How was the travel?
It was very long.
It was very long.
My first impression about youth friends that they are weird.
Yeah, see like the top of my hair is
I
like
thought
this
that
ashy
they are trying
blonde.
to see how I will
Ashy
react
blonde. I already
because
have
I
roots
was
coming and my hair grows so
so
quick, especially when I'm
they
pregnant.
in purpose show
I don't know if he has
all
Down
their
syndrome,
moves.
because Down syndrome usually you
I
can
don't
tell by
think
the
that's
eyes
bad.
and the nose. Does he have Down syndrome?
Actually,
I know he wears glasses.
So we'll start with some waters. Alright, thank you. Are you comfortable with us having wine?
Yes, I don't mind.
So we have some questions for you. Is it okay if we take it easy? Put you in the hot seat, Mohammed.
You can ask me anything.
Lightning round, okay? Have you had any other serious girlfriends besides Eve?
And she's like 20 years older than him too.
I talked to her parents too.
My hair took 2 hours, 3 hours.
She broke up with me because I don't have money.
You were so young, though, too.
Yes.
But like speaking of age, like what did you think when you found out Eve's like double your age?
Double your age.
She's so pretty. So it didn't matter.
No.
Definitely Down syndrome. Makes me wonder how old she is. She's in her 40s. I think she's like 43, this bitch.
Like had sex with any other women? No? You never like made out or like
You never were like, hey, girl. Hey.
you never kissed another woman and if you've never no really like have you ever watched porn? Have you ever I mean I know we're animals, we have instincts like we
Captain
know what to
Content
do.
syndrome.
You just knew? You just.
Yes, I knew that. In Egypt, no one never will ask this kind of question. She said it.
Yeah, that's a lot to ask your friend's boyfriend, like, have you ever watched porn?
Or not.
Be like,
I don't wanna be rude.
free breast pumps. I already got my breast pump. Thank you, Ad.
I don't wanna even get upset. But it's very difficult.
I don't know why they're being so aggressive. Like, even asking an American guy, like, you ever watched porn before? It's not really dinner talk. Call me old-fashioned. As I crochet.
Yes. Okay. I understand that in the picture she was wearing a bikini, right? That you saw her in. But I understand it's now a problem for her to maybe wear a bikini.
Like is this freaking you out?
Not a lot of it going on.
I don't
Yeah, usually when the mothers are older, you have a higher risk of Down syndrome. Like, after 35, you just have older eggs. And they say that it's, like, lower quality. Because your best eggs have already dropped through your birth canal when you were having your period. It's not, like, ageism or anything. It's just science.
You guys seem like, oh,
Like, you have mature eggs. It's why anyone over the age of 35, you're already considered a high-risk pregnancy because of advanced maternal age, AMA. I've learned a lot about these things while being pregnant. I knew a lot before, because I always wanted to be a mother,
I called Muhammad
but I learned a lot more.
He was being controlling.
3,000, no, pumps, there's no $3,000 pump in the world. The most expensive pumps out there, which are the wireless hands-free ones that you can, like, wear in your bra, they're like $500 for a pair.
For the woman, because you don't know the
So my pump was like $300.
What to wear.
I got the Spectra.
I think Eve is dressed inappropriate or in a bad way.
Yeah, heterochromia Bob paid. It's pretty cool.
I was clear about what I like.
Yeah, they do chemical knowledge just with age. It's just like guys, they get low testosterone as they get older. And usually their sperm count goes down. So you can have problems with pregnancy because of advanced paternal age too.
We're not in what to wear. It's never in a
Her pump was also covered by WIC. This bitch is crazy. Like, insurance covered my pump. I got my doctor to write a prescription for it. And my doctor was like, you need a, it's a prescription for a electric pump. And then you go to a couple different places through your insurance and they mail it to you. So I got the pump right there. My Spectra S2. It's not portable or anything. You have to have it plugged in. But I don't expect to be out anywhere for a long time with a baby that I need to pump, outside of a house.
And we see in your eyes too.
And if I do, then I can always go for a portable pump and just pay. That one would be out of pocket because my insurance already covered one. They're not going to cover two. Because there's one, I think it's like the Medela. Yeah, you're born with all of your eggs. So like right now I have a daughter obviously in my stomach. She has all of her eggs right now. So I'm also carrying my granddaughter. Technically. It's weird how that works. Like, you're born with all of your eggs that you're going to have for your life. You have 50,000, whatever, just for example. And then each month you have a period, you lose one, maybe two. And when you're pregnant with a girl, she has all of her eggs matured. Well, not matured, but in her. So, like, her ovaries are formed and everything like that. So, technically, my grandson is also chilling in there.
And today I am doing a balloon installation for my 10-year high school reunion, which is tonight. I'm feeling really excited. Where's that little cajita with the screws? Remember I asked you to... Okay, great. So we'll need that little box. Don't drop any of those things, please. And then...
Yeah, this girl does like balloon installations, like all the balloon walls and stuff that people do for parties. I was 25, my egg count was 0.03, and they said when the eggs are bad, when it's that low, and most likely have Downs, MS, worse conditions, made the choice not to have children. Oh, that's sad, this bitch. I'm sorry. I know I had my stuff, you can find it out from your doctor, XO. You can do a hormone test. First, they'll test your LH, your luteinizing hormone, which is like if you're ovulating. And then they can tell by like how high that one is if you're ovulating like normal, one egg, one egg, one egg. Sometimes you'll be ovulating, hyper-ovulating, 2 eggs, 1 egg, 2 egg, 1 egg. But yeah, like an endocrinologist or your OBGYN. Sometimes you have to find an OBGYN that specializes in fertility. Like when I got off my birth control shot, the Depo, you're not fertile for usually a year after Depo. Like it takes a while for Depo to wear off. And it can like fuck with your fertility, so you're not going to ovulate for almost a year when you're off of it. So I was like, well, that's a free year of birth control. And then they tested me. Probably it takes 6 months for Depo to wear off normally. And then they checked my LH. My LH was normal. And they're like, girl, you're fertile again. Like, be careful. But me and hormonal birth controls do not get along. I already have seizures that are triggered by hormones. So, I could not stay on birth control forever. Damn, menopause by 38. I know my mom started kind of young. But it also took her like 10 plus years to go through it. Yeah, it's always good to have that information, XO, because it's like the more information, the more of an informed decision you can make. There's at-home tests that you can take now and send it in, and they'll tell you what your egg reserve is and what your LH is. So if your LH is in the normal range, if you're in the hyperovulation, which is like you're more likely for twins, or if you're not ovulating at all. No, it's not Robbie's. Get the fuck out of here. How could I have not slept with someone since August? Got pregnant at the end of October, but y'all still love to talk shit and say that it's somebody else's. Were you in my bedroom? Are you at my doctor's appointments? They literally measure the baby and tell you how far along the baby is. They do femur length. They do how big the head is, how big the stomach is. They do everything in like a percentile. But yeah. They tell you when you're like, the first ultrasounds that you get, they tell you like, all right, this is when you got pregnant, like your last period. And then this is when you probably ovulated.
And then we'll go in and we'll start blowing up balloons.
I have a phobia of balloons, so I can never be this girl. And I could never get a balloon wall at any party.
Can you grab the ladder?
You're not my doctor.
Balloon installation has my name
You're gonna get banned.
people I went to high school with, and they're gonna be like, oh, 10 years later, Kara's making ass balloon arrangements. Cool. You know? I want it to look good. So grab some balloons and start blowing them up.
She's doing her 10-year reunion. Yeah, we have twins that run in my family. Identical twins, too.
And you need the white one. So it's only
We have,
they don't have to be all exact same size, but just
there's my great aunts, my grandmother's sisters. There's 2 twins, identical. Like, I can barely tell my aunts apart. Like, I just call them both the same name. It's horrible. Because I'm really close to one. I, like, went to her house all the time. And then, one of those twins, and they have, like, 13 siblings. One of the siblings' kids had twins.
I'm not mad. I'm literally trying to work.
And they're identical. So it, like, skips a generation and then goes over.
Can I recommend you something?
Sure.
I think you should do a line like this.
So I was worried at first
One like the other one.
that, like, I was gonna be one of the ones that, like, could carry the twin genes.
I mean, in some way, if you want it to look good, you should hear me.
I think it's identical twins are the ones that are, like, a genetic thing. Fraternal twins just means that you had hyperovulation, which means you ovulated 2 eggs that cycle, and they're 2 separate eggs. They look different. They have different DNA. But for the egg to split, that's something that could be passed down. But I guess it could also be genetic that you hyperovulate.
Meet Lemonade.
Like, y'all are just a super fertile family.
For $5 a month, it covers $10,000 worth of your stuff.
You can also force hyperovulation. Like, you can get on medication like Clomid and, like, in vitro fertilization drugs. If you're a normal woman, it'll cause you to ovulate, like, 2-3 eggs. If you have a problem ovulating, like you have bad LH, then it'll get you to ovulate 1 egg. You know, so they have so many ways for people to have babies nowadays with surrogates, in vitro, like so many different ways. Oh damn, that's horrible. I'm sorry, this bitch. That was always like the most nerve-wracking shit, like being pregnant. Like once you're through 12 weeks, they say that you have, you know, so much possibility of a miscarriage is like 1%. But then once you're 27 weeks, then they're like, if the baby was to be born, they would be viable. You know, most hospitals would do everything to save them. As long as they're born, you know, because sometimes you can have stillborns where it's like, there's nothing they can do. They can't bring them back. It's crazy. It's crazy, all the technology and stuff that they have. But you have to get, like, to the doctor quick enough to know. And it's like, 24 weeks, you're barely feeling any movement, so you can't know that something's changed. Like, they say now at my doctor's visit all the time, like, if you feel less movement, if something's changed, like, go to labor and delivery.
Could be concerning because I was 18. I think I want to be done. Do you want to help me pop up?
Yeah, the separate eggs can.
Star balloons? We could pop them.
I prefer to give it to me.
Yeah, it's also hard with the twins that share a amniotic sac. and they share a placenta, because then they can get the, what is it, vanishing twin, where one like absorbs the other. It's crazy. Twins are super high risk.
Maybe talk to me like I'm an idiot, and I'm not. So you just made exactly what I told you to not do.
What? You said you wanted to give them to kids on the street. When do we have time to give things to kids on the street?
I really hope.
Yeah. And it's crazy. Most twins don't make it to 40 weeks. They only go like 37 weeks is considered full term when their lungs are developed and can, you know, manage outside the womb without much intervention. So a lot of twins, they just get delivered at 37 weeks. It's crazy. And instead of being like a 7-pound, 8-pound baby, they'll be 5 pounds. Because they were sharing the placenta, most of them.
So what do you think of Rapid City so far? I want to move from here, definitely.
It's hard because with you in the bed, Copen won't go to bed.
What do you imply? Like I can't put my son into bed? Like,
I don't know.
what do you think? You don't know? That's like you don't even consider my feelings.
Oh my god.
I wonder if I'm really at the right place sometimes.
Chimera babies? What's that? I haven't heard of that one. Always love to learn new stuff.
You ready to meet my grandma?
Yes.
Because of this tension between my mom and me, and I am very excited for her to meet my grandma. What's up, baby?
I'm up here.
I don't know if this girl is mixed with something, if she's like very light skinned black, if she's biracial, or if she's just white with a tan and like kinky hair.
Me being an unruly child and especially a wild teenager, when my mom and I would fight, I would go to grandma and she would
Very good, Jalen.
you know, the safe place, the safe haven. And
Oh shit, that's crazy, John on the cool though.
because she's always been there for me. That's my heart, man.
It's half one pattern, half another.
Oh,
Ooh.
so you out here working.
Cleaning the stall. Come on up, you can help.
Oh, you should have told me that. I would have wore some boots. Oh, this is Miona.
Hey, Leona. Oh, it's so good to finally meet you.
Finally.
It's been too long.
She's from Serbia. I don't know if there's many black people in like Eastern Europe.
Purple in your hair?
I'm trying.
You know, we just trying to look fresh out here in South
I
Dakota.
know. South Dakota look, definitely.
You know. I convinced her to start wearing the matching outfits together because it's my other half.
We are making a statement with our
We're making
outfits.
statements with our outfits.
We're a couple. We love fashion.
And that's our passion. That sounded so corny. Oh.
Can we help you with something?
Yeah, you can always help.
Oh my gosh, they're wearing... I don't think I could ever be in a relationship and wear matching clothes with somebody.
No? Okay. Come on in the stall.
That's a lot.
Okay.
You have to buy a whole new wardrobe and shit. I don't like shopping for clothes. Maybe I could do it because I hate picking out clothes unless it's like black on black on black.
Yeah, so we're gonna just move.
Yoga pants, the black top.
Woo.
Maybe I could do it. That's what I'm saying, Jalen. If she's not black or biracial or something, she definitely like black fishing.
This is cute. That's not how I look like.
You got that,
Like she's definitely going with that self tanner, a little bronzer, pulling a little Rachel Dolezal.
you know, I put a little bit of finish to it.
I tried to help the grandma to kind of be a nice daughter-in-law, but I also had my nice shoes on, and I didn't want to ruin them.
Yeah, have multiple pregnancies like
This is
cats do.
regular activity in South Dakota. Really?
This is every day.
I want to get out of here then. So what do you think of
Matching outfits, yeah.
so far? Have you seen anything? I didn't so much, but I want to move from here, definitely.
But it's a good place to save money, so don't speak for both of us when you say you don't want to live here.
How is it staying at the house with Mahala and Brian?
I mean, Mahala is giving us a lot of rules. You know?
That would be Mahala.
Yeah, and she was kind of commenting on my clothing, you know. She was saying I can't dress like this around her house.
Like, it's one thing if you're wearing matching shirts at Disney or something. Like, you guys go on a family trip and you're wearing matching stuff. But to just wear matching clothes all the time.
This is South Dakota, and this is like one of the most conservative places in the country. Yeah. So maybe in some way she's trying to protect.
She's pretty, though. Whatever ethnicity she is, she's really pretty.
I mean, Mahala's a little more conservative.
But I just can't pin it. She's very, like, ambiguous.
More open, definitely, and cool.
Sharks just straight up eat each other in the womb. That's crazy.
You gonna spit all over me? Don't do that.
Yeah, animal pregnancies are crazy.
You ready, Jabri? I don't expect Miona to change everything about herself to Miona to make it work in Mahala's house, because if she doesn't, you know, she's risking the whole reason she came here to get married. So if all this works out and you guys are gonna get married, like, I want to be there. So where do I need to plan to be?
Right here.
No,
Yes, this is perfect. This is where my parents got married.
it's not gonna be here, baby. Sorry. I'm definitely a beach person, and I always dreamed of my beach wedding since I was a kid, and I think I have rights for that dream to come true.
You want to move to LA and get married on
Maybe
the
she's
beach.
Jewish and she's rocking the Jew fro like me.
Yeah.
She's got that curly hair.
It's my dream wedding, not anyone else's dream wedding. It'll be harder for family to travel somewhere where there's a beach. My main concern is I want my grandson to be loved and happy and accepted as he is. And I want patience. And I don't see Miona as being very
Mids
patient.
plug,
I'm
relax.
hoping they can work things out, but I think for them to be married within 90 days is really a stretch.
It's hot as fuck and I just am wearing outfits that don't require bras because they have built-in bras.
Jabri, you got a lot of talking to do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I had morning sickness from like 6 to 9 weeks. Milkshake a day was what the doctor recommended. It's almost good to be 3 months before you find out. Like, sure, you don't get the prenatals, you don't get the same, like, you know, like prenatal care and things like that. But at least you're not sick. That shit was rough. 6 to 9 weeks was rough.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, you guys are early.
Thank you, Mids Plug.
No.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound.
I know, and you slept to yourself. I'm
So this couple, they had like a one-night stand in China and she got pregnant. So now he's in America. He's originally from South Africa, but he was an underwear model in China. Like, what's he gonna do in America for work? He's gonna be an underwear model in America?
Taking into consideration my feelings, and that bothers me a lot. But I just want to stay positive, and I want to enjoy the morning bonding with my son.
I'm going to show you how to brush his teeth, or how he likes to brush his teeth.
How he likes to brush his
While you
teeth.
guys do that, I'm going to get us some coffee. Of course, I want
Some women don't have stable
I don't want to
periods.
sit in the other room.
Like, they don't have consistent periods. Or some people have spotting, like when they're pregnant. They'll have, what do they call it? Thank you, Milkman.
All right, let's go.
They can have subchorionic hematomas, and they can have bleeding throughout their whole pregnancy. Or they can have implantation bleeding in the beginning and think that's a period. There's a bunch of reasons for bleeding in pregnancy.
Babe, you gotta go close the bathroom door, or else he's gonna go play in the toilet.
Oh shit, that's crazy. You got bit by a possum, that's how you found out you were pregnant.
I've had 17 months to figure out being a parent, and I just feel like
My period was one day late. That's how I found out I was pregnant.
by myself, it's just
I was like, my period's never late. Like, I can be super stressed out. I can be fucking going through all types of stuff. But every 31 days, if I have it on the 8th the month before, I have it on the 9th the next month, the 10th the next month, then the 11th, until it goes through the whole month.
you don't even have the wipes ready. You have to have everything ready.
Yeah, I'm regular like a friggin' Swiss clock.
I like things a certain way. I'm a Virgo. I'm very like
I'm a Virgo.
precise. I like to be
I don't get any of that shit, even though I'm definitely a Sagittarius. What's up, Gel?
Quick, you gotta go fast.
Well, menopause, when they complete menopause, milkman, they won't have a period at all anymore. Because your body's done with eggs. You're not shedding eggs anymore.
Handling kids. I know I'm very good with kids. I love kids. Kids live after this, man. So I think that she should trust me and get some confidence in me.
It was hilarious, though, because this guy's like, I'm a boob man,
Put you in the car.
you know, and I can't be sharing boobs with my son.
And I've grown up here. It's a small town.
Yeah, they're in Salinas, Kansas, which I've driven through.
He's used to back in China.
I didn't drive through, like, the downtown, but I've driven on the interstate, and they're like, there's Salinas, Kansas. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Now we can't afford it. It makes more sense to like stay close to my parents where they can help out. Set him in. Yeah, wash his foot.
Babe, I think I should drive because I think I'm a better driver than you are.
Yeah, okay, you're not a better driver than me. You're not gonna drive your first time in America with Coben in the car.
Because you guys have a very big and wide road that everybody can do whatever you want, but in my country, you need to be very careful. So I don't think, you telling me not to drive is like,
I think you have to get an international driver's license.
I don't really care how experienced you are in driving, but I don't feel comfortable you driving with Coben in the car.
Yeah.
It's my car, not your car. It's my car. So are you gonna get in the car or not?
Even if I have to get in
Because
the
I'll
car,
go by myself.
even if I have to go in the car, but I'm not pleased. Just so you know that.
I don't care.
Just know that I'm not pleased.
China, Emily, was sweeter. Like, we had so much fun.
You know what I'm saying? Women cannot have a period for 9 months, then get one, and it has to be a full year of no periods to successfully go into menopause. I don't know. I just know menopause starts. You'll get like hot flashes. Your hair will thin, or your hair will get brittle. Your hair will change.
I'm just gonna feel this space. But I'm not that kind of a person.
You know, your period gets fucked with.
And I live by those rules as a man.
All types of hormonal changes.
Go ahead.
Alright. Will you hold my hand now, please?
Yeah, well, the baby's like 2 years old. Oh yeah, she's giving him the
I'm
eye.
gonna show you downtown. That's a coffee shop. Oh, look, there's a jewelry store. Do you want to,
Go ring
they have
shopping.
cute little, like, boutiques downtown.
I don't know if you guys have clubs over here.
We don't have, like, a club in Salina. You know what I mean? Like, we just have, like, bars.
Is this really America? Like,
No
from
nightclubs.
America, everybody, most people, they want to see this beautiful
And he was like,
New York.
I'm the only black man in this city.
You know,
He's like, I'm looking around the restaurant. She's like, no, there's one more. He's back there.
any of those.
I'm gonna show you, like, a dream house of mine. I wanna
Yeah,
be-
eeks geeks. Low testosterone is completely different for men.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But low testosterone is a motherfucker.
I just can't wait for us to get a place like,
I know. God, last night,
Like some men get it very young, like how women get menopause young.
the family,
But every guy eventually gets low T.
But it's hard because with you in the bed,
Whether it starts at 80 or whatever.
what do you imply? Like, I can't put my son in bed? Or
when he's off the boob and he can just lay down and go to bed. Open doesn't just lay down and go to
So yeah, the baby's 2 years old and she's still breastfeeding it.
years do I need to go if I
And
bed?
the father wants her to stop breastfeeding. The father of the baby wants her to stop breastfeeding and to like let him have the boobs back. He's like, cannot be sharing boobs with my son.
You understand? I'm saying this because you feel like sometimes
He's like, in my country, they're done by 8 months, a year.
our relationship to me.
Testosterone replacement therapy.
Besides knowing that Kobe and I still have chemistry, the most important thing to me is knowing that we're able to get along. In China, Kobe and I definitely were on the same page. We didn't really fight a lot. And now that he's in America and we have a child, there's a lot more bickering.
Yeah, because there's hard
a lot more
decisions to be
arguing.
made. There's
It's been
parenting,
so
like lifestyle choices.
I don't know, maybe Kobe and I are both just fooling ourselves trying to make this relationship work.
I know you're smart, but you're not as smart as you think.
Okay.
I miss already my
And this guy is from Ethiopia or Kenya, I forget.
I know about all the problem like
But they had a baby on vacation too, another vacation baby. And then they got married, I think, They may not be married yet. They have to get married within 90 days in America for him to stay in America.
Her boyfriend killed himself. She was telling him to do it. They've opened an investigation.
Oh yeah, that case.
The death of Conrad Roy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, definitely Milkman.
I miss already my sisters. I want to talk to them. But they know about all the problem, like me and Ari.
I got half a row done today so far. My hands are kind of sore, but I'm making it happen.
Yeah, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Come on.
I think he had cravings, Jalen. He would eat some weird stuff, but I think he also just eats weird stuff.
Go get him. Yay, finally.
But I was always like, yeah, inflation is hitting the yarn prices. It's like $5 a ball of yarn now.
We've only been in the US a few days, and yesterday Vinny and I got into a fight in New York City. Our emotions have calmed down a lot, but we're still not on the same page, so we need to change that ASAP. So, how are you?
Why, Cornelius?
I'm fine.
Yeah. Yesterday, like beautiful, beautiful days, like beautiful place. That's
No, I think that's more of what they were exposed to, Red.
Yesterday I was annoyed with you because I felt like we just.
I
got
think
here
if you expose your kid to a lot of traumatic things,
place, so that kind of really.
then they have traumatic responses.
for me just.
But if you make their life all rainbows and butterflies and sunshine,
You don't have to mind.
and try to give them the best life possible, then they're not going to have those reactions.
80% about situation for this country, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
There's also therapy and counselors if they start showing signs of things like that.
While I do have concerns that Vinny's not always able to be realistic, right now I don't want to think about that because we're having dinner with my whole family tonight, so I just want to put it behind us for now.
I've had my car seat for a long time, Black Man. What a username. I got a hair on me. I'm shedding.
I was in the airport and I miss already my sisters. I want to talk to them.
Yeah, when I used to live in Vegas, they had an auction site. You get like Amazon returns, and you would get stuff for super cheap. Like the crib that I have is like a $400 crib, and I got it for $100. My car seat and my car seat and stroller is usually like $230, and I got it for maybe $80, maybe like $60, something like that. I got a bunch of good stuff. Got great deals on them. Saved hundreds of dollars. Usually because I knew that I'd be like doing it on my own. I didn't have anyone else helping me pay for stuff. My family's helped out a bunch though with clothes and stuff. Like sheets. That's the only thing I hate about the zoom in is that you miss some of the captions and translations.
I never met Ari's sibling.
No, it's not broken or returned. It's just someone wanted a different color.
Like in Ari, especially when Ari when she came back in America. She thinking I'm cheating on her.
Baby monkeys, nurture versus nature, nurture versus food.
I'm so worried.
Just comfort every time. I believe good home and love. the child ends up better off. Yeah.
እሱ ነው ጋር ያለው። ያው አሁን ያለው የፋይናንሻል ትንሽ ችግር አለ በእኔና በሷ ቁጥር። ያው የቤት ኪራይም እዚህ ውድ ነው በጣም እንደምታስቡት አይደለም።
አካል ያለህበት ከተማ ውድ ነው ሁሉ ነገር ወይ እንደሚሆን ለትንሽ ጊዜ ተቸግረ ራስን ማስተካከል ካልሆነ ደግሞ ወደ ሀገር መመለስ ነው አይደል?
አዎ ያው ሌላው ደግሞ ያው በዚህ በዘጠና ቀን ውስጥ ከአሪ ጋር ያው
The middle of July.
እሱንም ምናልባት
No, it's like you have to rely on yourself.
ነገሮች ተባብሶ ማንገባም ከሆነ
You can't rely on anybody but yourself.
ወደ ሀገርም ስመጣ ያው አቢንም ትቼው ነው የምመጣው።
10 toes down, 2 feet on the ground till I'm 6 feet underground. Exactly. People return stuff to Amazon just because they don't like the color. It wasn't as small as they thought, or it wasn't as big as they thought. They got something else instead.
Our most affordable unlimited plan, starting at just $20 a month per line. It comes with unlimited calls and texts. Plus
Google Fi. Oh my god.
built-in VPN and spam block.
I remember when that shit was coming out. People were so hyped.
I hope we can fix it. I don't know.
Like, Google's gonna change the cell phone market.
At least he can help you above from green card.
Now even like Xfinity Comcast has a cell phone provider.
I lost my first son. I don't want to lose this family.
Pretty much eeks.
It's a nice little chilly night.
Oh, it's so cool.
I just remember the hype that was behind it. Like, I don't hear about many people that have Google Fi. People made it seem like it was going to change the market and take up as much of the marketplace as like AT&T.
The little code. Shot has been here for a little more than a week, and you know we've had some tense moments, but we're going to try to put the past in the past.
Imagine recommending that to a pregnant lady.
Beautiful.
Casey's nice now.
It's beautiful.
It's nice. Spin you around.
And this is a Muslim woman from Trinidad to Tobago,
Something I've been
and a Muslim guy from Kansas City.
surprised for.
And she is very feisty for a Muslim woman. I was not expecting it. And he wanted like almost like a traditional Muslim woman, like, you don't question me,
Do that one day.
you take what you get, like,
Are you watching?
you accept what I give you.
I know you said that one day you like to be on one of these. So one day is today. So
In the night?
in the night. Feels like Barry, don't it?
Okay.
Barry.
Even though things have been rocky at this point, I just want to let bygones be bygones and move forward. Oh, wow. You know, one of the reasons why I fell in love with Bilal is his romantic side. He's like, oh my god, he's like the type that was written in storybooks growing up when we used to read as teenagers and be like, oh, I want this type of guy. He is super romantic, and I think that's what every woman wants in a man.
There we go.
Yeah, he wants like super traditional.
Definition of romantic.
So he's pulled pranks on her. Like, he has a mansion and he has a like Mercedes Benz, and he pulled up to meet her and brought her to his family home, which is like a little rundown and smaller. And then he brought like a work van instead of the Mercedes.
At one point, I thought it was not meant for me.
And she was just like, you're a liar.
Just crying.
She's like, you had all this Louis Vuitton luggage.
Frustrated, thinking that, okay, I'm never gonna find love. I'm never gonna be happy.
I can relate very, very much on everything you're talking about. Like, marriage has been something I've wanted since I was 10 years old.
Oh.
You know, you want it, and you want it bad. You want to find the right person and share life with and share these experiences.
No, women want romance,
But then
eek
also in the
speaks.
back of your mind, like, well, maybe marriage is not
But they don't want to push over either. What's up, Willow?
like the person I'm meant to be with.
Like, you don't want a little bitch, eeks geeks. You don't want someone that's gonna like,
Going through a divorce, I was left brokenhearted.
you know, you want a good happy medium. You want like a man's man.
Being wanted. Love feels like it's been running from me, even though I was always trying to find it. But Shida is an amazing person and feels like a dream. Almost feels like we're both dreaming.
Aww.
I think there was many different times where we both felt like this might not happen. So we're very fortunate and blessed. But at the same time, I also have the fear of like, what if things don't work out?
Once upon a time, you said
Things don't work out, get a prenup.
it's not for
Get
you.
you a prenup.
And I know when I met you, I said I didn't want kids because I gave up on everything. I gave up on love, gave up on family life. And then when you meet the right person, that could change completely. I feel as if I've met the right person. And I think you are the right person for me.
So cute.
100%.
About 110%.
All lovey-dovey.
110%.
Yeah, but that's good to know.
Almost halfway done this row of gray.
I do want to have kids.
Yeah, that's her breaking point. Is that he already has 2 kids that are like 10 and 12, 10 and 13, something like that. And she wants kids. He's like, well, I don't know about that.
You understand?
You know? And he won't really give her a straight answer of if he'll have kids with her or not.
Days with each other physically, right? Besides now. So just, time to get to know each other. I think that like once you've
Yep, working on the blanket, Nevza. Trying to make up for all the time that I've lost.
have to work either
Because my hands have just been so swollen. I did some last night until like midnight.
like putting a child in the biggest
I was watching the owls and crocheting.
get married and have to
I think women appreciate romance as they get older, but late teens, early 20s, hell no. Yeah, I think a lot of us go for the bad boy.
the reality is we do need more time.
Definitely been guilty of that, obviously.
And for her also just
But I feel like the bad boy, you get tired of that.
being in a whole
And then I've tried going for like
throw a child into the mix, it
guys who have their shit together.
you don't want to put
And my little bipolar ass is like, meh. The passion of the bad boy, though. The intensity, the... I don't know.
if Shida
Yeah, definitely Willow. It's the balance.
agreed
That's why some guys had, everything on paper, but you just don't have that connection.
potentially even drive us apart.
And then you meet someone who has nothing on paper, but you have that connection. And you're just like, what the fuck? This doesn't make sense. Love is crazy. Love makes you do crazy things.
High school reunion. I haven't seen my ex-boyfriend Chris in 10 years.
We were in love bad. But what happened? So I'm going through her text messages. So what is this? I never trust a woman again.
I'll never trust women again. And he's engaged to this lady that he's saying, he'll never trust women again because of her. That's pretty tough.
Hi! So good to see you. That was my 11 years. Tonight is the high school reunion, and I'm feeling really excited. I'm excited.
I skipped my high school reunion because I was still living on the West Coast. I wish I didn't. I was also like 6 weeks pregnant though.
Excited to introduce them to Guillermo and have him see a little bit more.
Yes,
where-
definitely eeks geeks, like the codependency. But that shit just gets super toxic.
Mom punched you twice, like pop, pop, and it just fell to the ground. I was like, I do remember.
Getting musician, we're all relatively sentimental, artsy types, but we're usually not afraid to catch a case either. I've dated a few musicians growing up. Like a couple bassists, a drummer.
That's good.
And I remember being like in high school and I'd go to all their shows. Like the little #1 fan.
Place for Guillermo. Nice to meet you.
My stranger danger. Hi. Long time no see, huh?
What kid?
My ex-boyfriend
What kid did I lose?
The relationship didn't feel conducive to my soul. Anyways,
You were a jock.
when you learn.
Oh my god. What's up?
I was just explaining to them about what's going on. Like,
Okay. How long y'all been together?
like 2 years.
Y'all already engaged?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalen, it's crazy.
Back in
Literally anything he says, it's like opposite day. Anything he says, the opposite is true.
now he raps, and so he looks like a rapper.
You had a problem when your mom caught us? Yeah, I'm breaking it up.
Oh my god.
You're still looking good though, bro.
Thank you. I've been working hard.
With my hair, I live in a humid environment,
Still doing it to my
and I'm 50% Jewish.
You make your own music?
I wasn't used to the humidity. Like where I lived in Nevada, obviously there's no humidity. So my hair curls. I have wavy hair. So my bangs, not realizing it, I'm like, let me get bangs again. I'm so used to having bangs in Vegas. I'm used to having bangs where there's no humidity, and my bangs stay perfectly straight. My bangs do the little curl under, and they don't do anything else. However I set them is how they stay. And then here they wave. They try to curl. They flip out, they flip under, they flip to the left, they flip to the right. They're doing like the Macarena. So I got my hair cut before I got used to the humidity. And like, maybe that haircut's not gonna work out here. If I was back in Vegas, my bangs were kicking it. Milkman, I'm always 50%. My father's 100%. I can never be less than 50%. I've shown my 23andMe a bunch. I'm 30%, either German or Irish, 30%.
I was with your relationship with Kara. Yeah. Why, bro? What is mean wild? She's crazy. Kara was so controlling, bro. Like, if it don't go this way, Kara's losing.
I'm a visionary.
Is she controlling with you?
Feel like you're being watched?
Exactly, Jalen. I'm not asking someone to drink poison.
She's right now a kind of person that likes
Wave
to say
check.
what she wants, and she
What if I just started wearing wave caps for my bangs?
no.
And you just like see all these waves?
No.
Like,
Say no, bro. Say it.
and I styled my bangs this morning.
Say no.
Like,
Kara's controlling. You know that. I'll see it in your face. I'm looking at you right now. You're like, yeah.
you know, doing the flip under.
I have goals and
And like I had the blow drying, I had the Revlon dry brush.
She loses it. I don't see them working out. And the reason why is because, you know, he's kind of
And then they just go right back to curl.
man, you know what I mean? So
Sometimes I pin them up though and get them out of my face.
control that. They don't go
I'm probably just gonna do that until they grow out.
I'm not gonna
What's
lie,
up,
bro,
Midwest
we were
Bobby?
each other's asses. 'Cause we were young, bro. We were young. We were, I'm not gonna lie, we were in love bad.
I think girls get turned off by guys with their shit together because they fear abandonment.
Oh, did you want to be honest?
I don't know. I think it's just because they have their shit together on paper and they're like, they have a job, they have a house, they have this, they have that. It doesn't mean that you're gonna have that chemistry. And you can try to force that chemistry, which I've tried doing, and it doesn't work.
She was like, it was so good seeing you. Like, that kiss was
Like either it's there or it's not. And some people will fake the funk and they'll get married to somebody that has everything on paperwork, and you know, they don't care if they don't have like a love. I would rather have the love and nothing on paperwork that looks good, you know. But silly me. Learn from my mistake. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I didn't remember any of that. Like in my mind,
But is it truth or not?
when he said that, I was like, oh yeah, I did kiss that guy in massage school. You know what I'm saying? Like it all came back, but like for 10
Definitely,
years,
Willow. You can't create chemistry, and like once you have like resentment towards somebody, or like you have some hatred because you're only there because they have shit on paperwork, like and they're offering you all this stability, you're gonna feel like a slave.
go about your life, bro. That's speaking from man to man.
No way, Mids Plug. No way. That can't be real. He can't be that old doing shopping carts. at any store.
You learn and you grow. And
I'm speaking from experience. She did what she did.
Like, I understand taking introductory. Yeah, sometimes love does conquer all.
Said that Kara cheated on him.
But it takes two to tango.
She was mad with Kara. I never thought Kara.
Who marries a gay guy? Hell no, Milkman.
I need something.
Hell to the no.
Me because
I just said how I would take love over, you know, the job, the car, the house, the stability,
I need to be careful.
you know. Yeah, no, why expose where you work and what your position is? Especially when you're like an IP2 person. He hasn't learned by now. People like dox his apartment all the time.
Anybody to supervise me. That's he's my son.
It's okay. He's gonna be
Rip
fine.
that grill. No mids plug, it's how people know how to use it and how to use other ways of foreplay and pleasuring women. You have to know a woman's body. Oh, you got a new grill today? Today's the perfect day to go buy a grill. They're probably fucking phenomenal sales.
so upset with me. I didn't know
Like the pools, those little like inflatable and above ground pools. Boom, Memorial Day sale.
Luckily, I'm gonna be gone all day now.
Um,
So hopefully we can both take a step back.
what else?
So we don't continue arguing.
Well, hopefully the women are saying a lot of shit and like lets you know what she likes, Milkman. Like, this is what I like, this is what you should do. Touch me here, don't touch there.
He's so tired.
I know, but I'm not gonna leave until he feels fine. Cause I don't want his first time being with you.
What did you get, Bobby? I think that's impossible.
I feel bad because I know Emily feels like I won't be able to do these, but
Oh, and now she hates me again, Willow. Did you see that?
a good dad.
She went from asking about my baby shower, and people were like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, do this, that, and the other thing. I'm gonna, you know, offer you all this stuff. And then, like, asking if she could come to my baby shower type shit. And then, now she hates me again.
He's so tired.
Hey, Ange. Hope you've been good. I bring 6-pack of tacos, they get wet as fuck.
To just give away that parenting
I think he means a gold grill.
and just like allow Kobe or anyone to watch it.
Nah, Memorial Day is the day to buy a grill for sure.
Here all the time, but realistically it can't happen. You know, I have to go to work. So but
Okay,
it's hard.
first of all, it's not battery powered, Milkman, it's plug-in. Second off, he would say, like, bring out the business tool. Bring out your business. And now he has issues. That's why literally everything he says is the opposite. You gotta just laugh, dude. That shit was hysterical to me.
It's painful for me to sit back and listen to Coben cry when I know I can stop it.
Aw.
But he's got to learn, and they have to develop that relationship. Most people have already had 17 months to figure this out, and now he's having to play catch up on everything.
Aw.
Oh
Let him.
my god, look at this. I think we should learn something like colors in French.
I'm not ready to leave Kobe alone with Coben yet. I don't think Kobe has a lot of
Yeah, you should definitely learn French if his dad knows French.
experiences with school-age children.
Au revoir.
That's a big leap.
Bonjour.
Alright, so we're gonna start with this one. Look at this.
I have all of the models of it, Milkman. I got the plug-in, I got the wireless,
Here we say,
I got the, like, remote controlled.
it's okay, Willie. You don't have to supervise me. That's
I'm a motherfucking professional, okay?
and there is just no way I can never let anything bad to happen to him. I think it's kind of like hot here. Buddy,
Here you go.
this is a serious job.
Some lunch for you.
I'm always a fan of tagging in assistance in such situations. I can be in one place at a time, bring a friend.
I took the liberty of washing your sex toy. By the way, this is very small. It could totally get lost up there, so you might want to think about, moving on up.
Well, that's an eraser, so that's not gonna go up there.
Anything's possible.
The fuck? It's like they're listening to our conversation.
Oh, very good. That's water. I I just can't believe I'm right here, you know, taking care of you, watching you eat. Oh, seeing the bond between Emily's mom with Coben, it's so beautiful. It's such a nice thing that I wish my mom was here with us. My mom passed away in 2014. So I miss my mom so much.
Aww.
I wish she was still alive, like, you know, I for her to see Coben.
Crochet Chilling, T-Bird.
Some African culture together.
They are. This is true. This is true, MW. But I have like VPNs on and shit.
Make sure that, you know, I teach Coben of his African roots because it's very important for him growing up knowing where his dad came from.
Which friend were you talking about, Amber? We had a couple conversations that involved the term of friends recently. Not sure which one you're chiming in on. Then when I knew the marriage was officially over, when she packed up her Indiana Jones Dick treasure chest, I said, damn, she definitely ain't coming back. Oh, that's funny, Willow. Funny and sad.
What are you doing? Hi,
Oh my god. I want him to try something for Karen.
What? What is that?
Groundnuts.
Even a Mickey Mouse one? Aw.
Ground nuts?
Like peanut butter. Before you grind them, this is what you grind for the camp. To have peanut butter.
Babe, you can't
Oh, Willow being a friend?
Why?
Oh, yeah.
This is
Bring a friend.
hazard. Look
For
how
sure.
little they are.
Come on, babe. We eat this in Cameroon like
Butter.
we are babies.
How do you know he's not allergic or has an allergy?
You're never gonna know if he has an allergy unless you get him tested or you try some peanuts on your kid. Don't make him a bubble baby. Don't make him no bubble baby.
I pushed him out of me.
Even though I'll probably have my kid be a bubble baby. I'm gonna be so scared of everything.
And once he proves to me that he can,
Luckily, my grandma and mom are helping me, so they're like, our kids didn't die, but did you die? They might not do it anymore. They might not, use bumpers. They may not use, sheets with your babies. They might not, do all the things that they used to do in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. She's like, but did you die? We'll make it work with this one.
It's not like I meant anything bad.
Bobby's trying to feed him peanuts. Seriously.
I don't have a P.O. box.
Please, you like try to talk to me about this.
I don't have a P.O. box at all.
I want a woman to respect me and,
You'd always make me take a picture of the patterns. Like, take a picture and, do a PDF file. Which I know is, the nickname for pedophile. But, actual PD file. So I did all that worrying crap with him. Yeah, on this show, she's saying, why are you going to feed him peanuts? How do you know he's not allergic? How do you know he's, not going to choke on them? He's like, baby, we do this in Africa all the time. Come on, he's not going to die. He's almost 2 years old. He can have some peanuts. She's like, no peanuts for my baby. It's like, well, then he's probably going to have some damn peanut allergies because he's never been exposed to it. They got cocoa melon nowadays. It's fine. We all share the same glass to drink from, not the same. If you have the design, Amber, if you have the pattern for the Mickey Mouse thing, let me pause this. You can take a picture with your phone of it printed out and then just email it to me or something like that. Hey, Odd Willie, long time no see. Hope you've been good. We give him a peanut, stand back and see what happens. Yeah, you're never gonna know if your baby has peanut allergies or not until they have a peanut. They could be fine with peanuts, but then bad with tree nuts. And tree nuts are a different category. He could have a shellfish allergy. You're never gonna know. Yeah, you don't want your kid to go into anaphylactic shock. But if you're eating peanuts in the air, if you're eating, making peanut butter, kids like that have the terrible peanut allergies, they can't be in the same room with people that are spreading peanut butter and stuff. They can't be anywhere near that shit. Now you said your Memorial Day barbecue. Good day for it. It was pretty hot here. I ran some errands. I got oh fuck, the dog food's in my trunk still. I gotta get that out. That shit is probably baking in the sun. And then Only show I know is Big Ed. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Big Ed with the little neck. Ooh. If a baby's introduced to those things very young, they more than likely will not get the allergy. That's what I'm saying. The mom on this show is like, I have to breastfeed him until our bond is done. She's very like, it's her first kid. So, like, I call it that she's making him a bubble baby. Like, he's living in the bubble. So I think because I have my grandma and my mom helping, that they're going to make it so I don't make my kid a bubble baby. That they get exposed to things they need to be exposed to. Like, that they're not going to, it's not going to be the end of the world if they get a cold. That they're not going to, lose a lung. They're just going to have a fever and you give them some baby Motrin and keep them moving.
Because Vinny and I are having dinner with my family.
Yeah, peanut M&Ms are fire.
Vinny still has not met my brothers or my sister. I want my siblings to like my future husband because their opinion is really important to me. And we're going to be a family. So it's really important that they get along. I'm excited for you to meet my brothers and sister.
Yeah.
Reese's peanut butter cups are really good. I like Almond Joys. That's my shit. The coconut. Ooh. And then the little almonds. So delicious.
Just break up with it. They're going to be this miserable. There's a lot riding on this dinner going well tonight. I think Vinny wants to be really close to my family. And I feel like life here is going to be more isolating for Vinny. So if he has a community, if he can connect to my family, he'll have an easier time of it. But I know my family may be
This much done of the gray.
because they saw how bad
Almost
things were
done
going
with the
before
gray.
when I was in the US.
At least for this row.
What about me? I need you. Abby needs you. Your friends are not the most important thing. God knows who you are, and God knows what you've been doing, and I don't even care, and I don't even want to know. Since we're sharing a wall, we've heard some conversations. They're very heated and colorful. But it seems to me like you're more serious about...
Yeah, like people were asking me if I'm going to do all the vaccines and stuff. Like they have, all these vaccines and they're like 2 months old, a month old, like different dates. Definitely going to spread out the shots. But like, they need their whooping cough. They need their tetanus. They need, No, Bobby, it only affects breastfeeding if you go through the nipple for your boob job. I did not go through the nipple. My nipple stayed put.
Oh my gosh.
So like all your milk ducts and everything are all intact. But some people, they go through the nipple. And then their milk ducts have to like reconnect. So they could have less milk supply and things like that. And it's like I have saline. I think I have saline. And they're in I don't remember if I have silicone or saline. I have the boxes for them. I have like little information cards somewhere. But they're in bags. So like if they were ever to pop, it's like a gel and it wouldn't go into my milk or anything.
Is Princeton as nice as Harry described it to you?
I gave up trying to guess who alts are. People will like change up their typing. People will change up how they spell things. People go crazy with the alts. People think that I'm so many different alts. And I'm like, dude, no.
Well, I'm so glad you're here. Honestly, I was so excited to meet you finally. But I still have to ask you some questions, So I'm scared now. Last time she was here and you guys were fighting and I heard you guys fighting through the wall, what was going on?
With heart-shaped areolas. Did you get tattoos, Bobby? Some people get tattoos of like the same color of the areola to make it heart-shaped.
Can I meet you? I want to busy myself. I go like in the club, like just I want to forget past like something. Because I feel like just
some people that had tattooed areolas, but I didn't know of anyone that just had naturally occurring heart-shaped ones.
Because of. I'm doing this. I'm sorry.
So you were afraid she wasn't coming back?
Yeah, I was scared.
Mother-in-law.
Yeah.
But is it true?
Yeah, this is true. Just what's true.
Because every time I ever called you on the phone, he wasn't there.
Yeah, weed helps a lot of people. I mean, this definitely has medicinal properties for a reason.
Like he was never there.
But some people, they get like psychosis from it, and they can't have a functioning life.
Okay.
Some people get,
My sister had
there's also some syndrome that you can get nauseous from every time you smoke weed,
when I was in Ethiopia.
which is crazy.
So she worries that he
That would be
might
horrible.
revert to that old behavior.
Could you see yourself staying in the U.S. for a while?
Yeah, of course. Like, I came now in US for a good opportunity. I want to try like MMA fighting.
What's up, C-Train? I'm sure that's a fake C-Train.
I'd rather you're doing more than 10 more dancies and that.
That's their perfect heart, so definitely not natural. Yeah, definitely tattooed on then,
Who's paying the bills?
which is cool. I'm sure it hurts really bad.
Like how you're gonna
Yeah, some people get psychosis from weed. They just smoke too much weed in their life, and their body can't take it anymore. Then there's like a toxic reaction to weed where you get nauseous every time you smoke it. I forget. They have a clinical name for it, where you get nauseous. And like your stomach just doesn't respond to marijuana and THC. Tattoo eyeliner and lip liner. And if I see her early in the morning, it's scary as fuck. Damn.
You know that. Like even if I'm
Ooh.
with her, I want to be like in the UK fight her like maybe championship.
Paranoid and seeing double lines on the road. Damn.
major dream.
Yeah, it's not good for everybody. It's not a cure-all for everybody. But for some people, it does do a lot of good. Like for me, I have seizures. So it's like I had marijuana help me with seizures when I use high CBD.
No.
But I haven't used anything while I'm pregnant. I haven't used CBD. I haven't used THC. I haven't used fucking ibuprofen. I haven't used Tylenol. I haven't used anything. Yeah, a lot of people, it helps their stomach. That's why it's so weird that some people get a bad reaction and it's fucking
This disapproving
like it's their stomach that reacts badly, or they get nauseous. I had a friend with IBS too in the medical cannabis community,
because that's what's led to so many
where they were like gonna give him chemo to kill everything in his stomach,
Sometimes I work
and that would kill the good bacteria, the bad bacteria, and supposedly help his IBS.
or that he doesn't love in the same way that I do.
Oh, that's pretty funny, Nevza.
You know, we'll ever work out our
There's like there's probably as many fake C-Train accounts as there are fake Just Gen accounts.
I mean, I'm the real prize here. Better than
There's so many fake Just Gens.
You tell me what to do every time, even if I like. You make me
Yeah, I take medication for seizures.
relationship.
I have to. I've been on medication since I'm
Okay, so make the change.
probably 15 for my seizures. Yeah, for sure, Eeks Geeks. You just don't know. And it's like, if you don't know, why take the risk? Like, even CBD. CBD does nothing, really. Like, it doesn't impair you or anything. But I'm not going to risk it and let my, you know, unborn baby be the test dummy. For maybe it does nothing, maybe it does something. I'm on a very low dose of seizure meds, especially while pregnant. No, I'm on a very, very low dose. Like, usually someone my age and my weight would be on 2,000 milligrams a day, basic, starting, like, at least 2,000 milligrams a day, and I'm on 500 milligrams a day. So I'm on a fourth of the starting dose for someone my size.
What's the Wi-Fi password?
Oh, it's hackney.
So I gave your birthday for free.
You have those feelings?
No, CBD is legit, Eeks Geeks.
Right.
He's an interesting dude. For sure.
Super interesting.
I'm like shedding. Delta 8, I smoked half of it, and it does very little. I hate hemp. Yeah, it's not gonna get you high, Eeks Geeks.
I'm still thinking about what happened yesterday.
I don't know about that Delta 8 shit.
Anything new about her?
Just smoke fucking weed, dude. Like, if you're looking for something like weed, just smoke fucking weed. Like, there's no replacement for the original. Like, that's like when that Salvia and K2 and shit came out. That shit's, you are too high for too long. That is nothing like marijuana. I tried that shit when I was like 19. It was not fun. Maybe even younger than 19. Yeah, I've never tried DMT. I had friends that were big into like DMT and what's the other one? Ketamine. Like crazy drugs. I was like, I just like marijuana. I'm just trying to smoke some weed. Y'all want to get high? I'm like fucking Towley from South Park. I just want to smoke some weed and get high. Moved out to Colorado, like, lived in Colorado Springs, which is super conservative, and they didn't even have any recreational pot. It's medical card only. Yeah, Joe Rogan with the DMT. Joe Rogan loves that shit. Joe Rogan's an interesting person, though. He definitely does some good interviews. I haven't watched one of his interviews in a while, actually.
Did he say anything else that stuck out to you? How do you feel about him saying that you
Yeah, shit is weird as fuck, Nevza.
It's totally true. I don't know if you really know because
And it cured her seizures.
you like to control people and you like to control minds and you tell me what to do every time.
Yeah. I don't know what the reaction's gonna be, Jalen. I just hope I don't go into a seizure during labor. Because it's so much stress on your body and, like, stress in general. And, like, your body is putting in the most work and it's, like, breaking every bone in your body at the same time, amount of pain. So, definitely gonna get an epidural. Because I don't want to push my body any further than it has to. I'm not trying to be a superhero. You don't get a fucking award for not getting an epidural. I only smoked bud. I want to try mushrooms. However, I stopped smoking weed for a month and I smoked really good Cali bud in a clean new bowl. And I got so high I was naked laying on the floor. What year? That I lived in Colorado? Or what year am I due? Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'm doing an epidural, Jalen.
I'm not actually the kind of person that is gonna tell you what to do. I like to hear.
Hey Mary.
But when I talk,
Hope you're doing good.
I'm waiting for the same.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going for the epidural for sure. Yeah, it's supposedly they say giving birth is like breaking every bone in your body at the same time.
I don't ever want my partner to feel that he's not heard. But
I try to cover all my bases, Jalen. Try to make it a good, easy, smooth chat for you guys. I watch enough streamers that, like, they leave you hanging and it's just like, answer the fucking question. Like, do I have to type it 100 times? They're like dono baiting and stuff. Oh, let me see, Ember. Let me look up.
Is respect and definitely if someone
Babies introduce those things young. Print it out. Yeah, you don't need to print it out then. You can just send it to me in an email. You can screenshot it and email. What's up, Shirley? My blood pressure is usually always low. Like, my blood pressure is like 110 over 50 over 60. You know, I didn't see anything about the delivery, Amber. Yeah, you can just send a screenshot of it and then email it. It comes with fabric. I can buy the fabric on my own. Me too, Mary Cookmore. I love 90 Day Fiance. I could find the fabric on my own and check it out, Amber. I think I need one more. You like to talk a lot of shit.
it could make us have big problems.
Yeah, it's sewing and not crochet if you have to buy fabric.
He pretty much needs me to come to Chicago immediately, like in the next couple weeks. I mean, this is a big opportunity.
I smoked K2 as a teenager. I think it caused a bit of a permanent brain damage. These things happen. These things happen, Bobby. We all got a little brain damage in us, okay? We all a little fucked up in the head. It's just how you deal with that fucked upness and don't take it out on other people. Let me send you my email. I'll do my most generic email so that way no one can sign me up for any bullshit. That one. It's my most generic email.
Lately, it's been definitely
Oh no, it was too late for an epidural. Oh shit. That sucks, Jalen. That's horrible. I'm sorry you had to go through that. That's like some of the worst things that can happen to a woman. And people have wished that shit on me. Grandma Bean was a baby expert. She helped during childbirth. Yeah, my mom's gonna be there for me. So that helps a lot. I think I moved there. I think I lived in Colorado like 2013 to 2015. Or maybe 2016. I know it just got legalized when I moved there. Because Colorado Springs didn't have any dispensaries. You had to go to Pueblo.
I am really happy that they still have these.
And it was like a little bit out of... No, because I was in college still then. So probably 2015, 2017. Yeah, I graduated college in 2015. My first baby mama had to get an epidural, but it was pure F up. They let a student doc try to give her the epidural, and he missed twice, then hit a blood vessel. I would be throwing motherfucking elbows and knees. You guys know how I do when I fight. I would be throwing a motherfucking mosh pit in that delivery room if they hit me wrong twice and then hit a motherfucking blood vessel. I've had an epidural when I got my boobs done. And I had a spinal tap when I was like 17 because they thought I had meningitis. And they needed to test my spinal fluid. That was like the only way they could tell.
Disappointed for what?
Disappointed because...
Yeah, people go crazy, Amy. People just don't give a fuck. Like, you can hate me all you want, whatever. That's cool. I probably deserve it or like have earned that shit because... I'm really good at talking shit, you know, but to wish harm on an unborn baby, you a special type of fucked up.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? I need to know.
Depends how he's going.
Nah, this is
Yeah, exactly, Jalen. You were in the room when your friend had a baby.
Do you understand, like, when the opportunity calls, I
Okay, I want your music career to work, but if he starts to make some scene, I'ma just let you know. I'm not going.
Yeah, I've never been in the room when anyone has had a baby.
I'm never going to give him another chance after this. Could you know that David and I don't have a good relationship? We briefly.
What do you two have to talk about? Oh, Willow.
He was being judgy towards me. He was giving some comments to Jabri about me that were unnecessary. So I didn't felt like a good vibe from him.
I graduated college. I just have an associate's degree. I have a 2-year degree, but it took me 4 years. So I was working.
Okay.
I didn't go like full time.
Of course.
That doesn't sound like you meant that.
The end of the gray row. So I did a row and a half today.
I'm happy that Jabri's working on the music, but I'm actually hoping that David is going to cause the scene because that's how he's...
Yeah, I've never been there for anyone delivering a baby. I've been for the after,
who he really is.
you know, like to see the baby in the hospital and everything.
We are talking about your feelings.
I was going mad, but trying not to upset her, so I demanded a real doctor give her the epidural, of course.
You can still live your life. You can still live your life. You can still work on your music. You can still be...
Yeah, I feel like watching a baby be born would make you not want to do the act anymore that makes a baby be born.
I left my job. I left my family. I left everything.
I'm 29. I'll be 30 in November.
I'm following you to Chicago, and I say one wish, and it's like too much.
I've heard about her. I think she's a family channel, Mary Cookmore. I think she does like a family channel, family vlogs. Thank you, C-Train.
I'm just saying we might have to prolong things.
Yeah, seeing a birth, I don't want to see that. I'm going to have to feel it. Some people are like, I want to have a mirror. I want to see my baby crown. I want to see the head come out. And I'm good. I'm already there enough. Yeah, it was a pretty gross trailer. A lot of people don't realize that you have to deliver the placenta. Like, your mom helped delivering 100+ babies. That's crazy, Mary.
I'm tired of hearing about the damn beach wedding.
Or did Shannon Rose help deliver 100 babies? I feel old at 29, so I feel you. But they say kids keep you young, so hopefully that's true. Yeah, a mirror. People will have it in their birth plan that they want to see everything going down downstairs. They don't even like the birth films anymore in hospital.
Get out of here for a while.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see it. I don't want to be anywhere. I'm gonna see enough.
You met me. The first picture you ever saw was of me in a bikini.
You gotta bust out the Wii U, get your daughter playing Nintendo. Jesus, what is a placenta? So placenta, when you're pregnant, you have an extra organ. I'm making a blanket, Amy. So it's like, it's as wide as it needs to be, but now I gotta make it long. And I don't know if it's gonna be done by the time she's born. Maybe this will be for like her first birthday. And I'll just work on it while she's here. But yeah, definitely my daughter will be a Nintendo player, hopefully. Hopefully she likes Nintendo and I don't have to get her a PS3 or a PS5 because those are fucking impossible. Or an Xbox. Because mama can't play no Xbox with you. I don't know how to use those remotes. Once they made the double joysticks, I was done with those type of systems. Oh, that's cool, Mary. The Grandma Beans delivered all those babies. Hopefully she's doing good. I know she's been fighting.
Google Fi, a phone plan by Google. Get Simply Unlimited, our most affordable unlimited plan for just $50 a month.
Yeah, like mama can play Nintendo with you, but you get into Xbox, you get into PlayStation, you're on your own, little one. I cannot help you there. I cannot play the battle for you. I cannot beat the level for you. Yeah, Oxygen Thief. So the placenta, let me pause this. So the placenta is an organ that your body makes only when you're pregnant. And what happens is you have the placenta takes over giving the baby nutrients. It like filters out your blood. It filters out, you know, everything that you eat. It filters out everything that you drink. And it gives the baby nutrients and it feeds them. It supplies them with everything they need. So you have to have like a healthy placenta. Like when you get an ultrasound, they check your placentas. Not your placentas, your placenta. You have one of them. Unless you have twins that have separate placentas, you could have two placentas. Then you could have plural placentas. I don't know what the exact plural term would be. But it provides all the nutrients and stuff for them. And after they're born, like it's almost as big as the baby. Like as the baby grows, the placenta grows with them. Oh no. Oh, Mary, I'm sorry. Oh shit. Oh, that's terrible. Well, she fought for a long time. She was a good woman. She was a fighter. I know with my friend, she passed of cancer when she was like 18, 19. I had another friend that passed of cancer when she was like 20. Let me think. I'm 29, so she would have been like 26, and she had a daughter and everything. And like my one friend, they gave 6 months, and she lived 9. So I consider that like a fuck you to cancer. You know, like when they tell you you only have 3 months to live and you make it a year, you know, you had that year. So you just take it as like, that's a fighter. You know, you took a win against cancer for a long time. So I know she was fighting for a while. So hopefully she's, you know, not in pain and everything anymore. I was an EMT. They trained us to deliver. Never had to. Took many pregnant women to hospital, but nope. Hold that baby in. Close your legs tight. Yeah, cross your legs for sure. Just keep thinking good thoughts and not deliver that baby in the back of this car. Yeah, it's like the ultimate fuck you to cancer. It's like, you know, just living as long as you can. Because the doctors think they know everything. And they're like, you're going to live 3 to 6 months. And you live 9. You know. No, for sure, Mary, I understand. Yeah. It's good that she was able to fight it. You know, she was probably able to live longer like my friend and keep fighting. Yeah, a lot of people from where I'm from got childhood cancer. It's crazy. Like, there was a couple people in high school that died of cancer, like in high school. And they think it was something with the water. They look around for like whatever could have correlated, because even people that went to the like opposing high school, they had cancer too. So it wasn't just like my high school's water, it was the whole township's water. They had really bad water. They did like a documentary on it and shit. May 31st is National Smile Day. I'm on the East Coast. I don't tell people what state I'm in. But the high school that I went to was in Jersey. You dated a Sicilian girl that you grew up with and her sister treated her breast cancer with weed extract. That's cool. Hopefully she's able to beat it. My grandfather, not my blood grandfather, but the one who like raised me that was around, he had esophageal cancer and they gave him 2 rounds of radiation and 1 round of chemo, I think. Or maybe 2 rounds of chemo, 1 of radiation. And then they did a surgery to remove, you know, everything that they could. They made it smaller, then they removed it. And he's, I think, 2 years in remission now. And my other grandfather, my biological grandfather, he had stomach cancer. He went in remission for that. He was in remission for a long time. And then he got lung cancer. And that's what ended up taking him maybe 2 years in as well. You know? Yeah, she was fighting for 2 years. They told us 2 years she had weeks. Oh, they told you like 2 years ago that she had weeks left. So yeah, exactly. You got 2 years. She was, you know, fighting and, you know, extra memories and time with her and being able to prepare as much as you can prepare for that. Like, it's always hard when people go suddenly, like a heart attack in their sleep or an overdose, something like that, because you don't prepare for anything. They don't have a will. They don't have, you know, life insurance. They don't have everything sorted out. When you kind of get that warning, it's like, okay, well, this is terrible. This is the worst news that you can get, but let me prepare myself for it. Yeah, my grandma, my dad's side, died of cancer too. Cancer runs rampant in my family. Whenever they ask me for my family history, I'm like, a fuck ton of cancer. They're like, what cancers? I'm like, all of them. Bad cells or bad cells, you know? Yeah, definitely, like, you try everything. My friend, we tried the weed extract on her. We got it from like Chicago and stuff. The Rick Simpson oil. We tried that. Yeah. And they said, like, my friend who passed at 19, if she would have gotten her first round before she went into remission, they wanted to amputate her foot. And if they would have amputated her foot, she would have lived. But she was 17, her first round of cancer. She was like, I'm not fucking amputating my foot. Like, let's do chemo. Let's do radiation. Let's see what happens. And she did chemo, she did radiation, she had remission for almost 2 years, 2 full years. And then, you know, she got it back. And when she got it back, it was in her hip. She had a Ewing sarcoma. It's like a childhood bone marrow type of cancer. So I've always been a bone marrow donor for her. I've never been called. I'm surprised I've never been called for, you know, we got a match, you know, because it's hard to donate bone marrow, but you're able to be a living donor. Like, I think they stick a needle into your forearm or your shin, and they take some of your bone marrow, and they put it in, you know, you have healthy bone marrow, they put in someone that needs healthy bone marrow. So I'm always surprised I never got the call. I'm still waiting one day. I'm always ready and willing, except when I'm pregnant, I can't do that. But, yeah, she had Ewing sarcoma, which is like a bone marrow cancer. And usually childhood. Yeah, it is oxygen thief. It's a motherfucker. But then when she got it the second time, it was in her hip. And they're like, we can't amputate your hip. Like, this is terminal, you know, this is what it is. We're going to give you chemo. We're going to give you radiation. We're going to give you the best life. And she was like, I'm not doing chemo again. She's like, fuck that shit. Yeah, Mary, they might be from the same area as my high school. They had, there was a company called Ciba-Geigy, and Ciba-Geigy was like a nuclear power plant or something. And, it like bled into the well water, it bled into like the local lakes, it bled into everything. And it's just like super toxic. So a lot of kids were fucked up, a lot of parents were fucked up.
But I don't think it was intentional. I think that was
Yeah.
a little too much for Mohammed.
No, I hope so, Mary. That's why I'm a donor, you know, because I want to donate.
I respect your culture and the difference between here and
But yeah, I don't have any plans with the placenta. I know a couple of you guys were asking. Try to get off the cancer topic. But yeah, we have I don't think I'm gonna do anything with the placenta besides just deliver it and move on. Move on to my next step of just caring about the baby and stuff.
When I told you my opinion about your clothes, it was private moment between me and you.
Well, first of all, Tatiana knows.
Yep, the Erin Brockovich. Yep.
In August.
I think that was based on Siba Geigy.
Because I was upset. I didn't talk to you.
Yeah, New Jersey's super like polluted.
Never talked before, ever. Back in the summer, Mohammed was furious that I went on a family trip and was at a hotel and went to the pool.
Yeah, some people dry it out and they get it put into capsules.
I just thought it was really trippy.
And they have capsules of their placenta, and they have they take the pills, and supposedly it helps like postpartum depression, your milk supply, helps your hair grow back because your hair thins when you give birth. It like will fall out postpartum. The thing, Oxygen Thief, is you want to do your regular doctor visits, especially dermatologists. Don't forget skin cancer, because that's a motherfucker too. You know, so I've had pre-cancer and skin cancer. I forget what it was. It was either a squamous, I think it was a squamous cell that they found. But it was like it was before it would have turned to cancer. So they're like every 6 months, every year, you have to go to a dermatologist because I'm so pale and get all your little moles and freckles checked. I have a lot of freckles. What the fuck, milkman? Do I have titty juice now? What the fuck is titty juice? Breast milk? Yeah, the cord blood is good, but it's so expensive. I think it's like $2,000 to bank the cord blood and then $500 a year after that. So I don't plan on no notification. Oh, damn. Oh, damn, Jenny. It's like $2,000 for the original banking process to harvest the stem cells, and then it's $500 a year for the cord blood banking, like to keep it cryogenically frozen. So like I would love to do that, but realistically, as a single parent, you know. Oh, I'm sure, Jalen. I get that, but it's just like talking. Do I supposedly have, you know, do I have leaky boobs or something? Is that what he's saying? Oh, milkman banned again. Good thing you got those 12 alts, milkman. Oh God, what could he be saying? Like, what could he even be saying on the topic? He's not very well educated on the topic of women's bodies. Yeah, the main thing, like I was saying, Oxygen Thief, is just go to your regular doctor's visits. You know, when you hit 40, I think maybe 45 for men, you get your prostate checked to make sure there's no prostate cancer. No one asked about my milk. That's the funniest part, milkman. And then someone asked if my boob job would fuck with breastfeeding. And I explained no. You know, only if you went through the nipple, it would fuck with your milk ducts a little bit. They'd reconstruct themselves and you'll be all good in the hood. Even doing a shake, the placenta shake, Amy? Ooh. I don't know. But yeah, do all your regular doctor visits, Oxygen Thief, especially when you have cancer that runs in the family and stuff. I do Mary Cook more. I ignore most of the shit that he says. I had like a little breakdown stream the other day where I like showed the video of him going after me and shit. Oh, was he texting me this whole time? He was texting me this whole time. Oh God. That's funny. That's funny. The messages that he sent are fucking hilarious. The bipolar rant. The bipolarness of it is exhausting. you know, like the back and forth. Like, I'm fucking bipolar, but I take medication, so I don't go through mood swings. Like, I'm hormonal, so I have some mood swings, and I'm good, Jenny. But it's just like, you know, I've gone through mood swings because I'm hormonal. I have extra estrogen. I don't respond well to estrogen. And I have a girl baby in me who's just like flourishing. So like, I've had some mood swings, but not really. You know, like, you guys saw me flip out and spike a phone. The phone didn't even break. The phone didn't even fucking chip. The screen was perfectly fine. I didn't grab it and fucking smash it 100 times. Be like, I'm going to break this phone. Like, no, I just had a reaction. You know? Exactly, Milkman. It's exhausting. Yeah, you don't want to forget about it. Like, it's exhausting, the back and forth. Like, I have to take care of a child. I can't take care of 2 children. Exactly, Amber. That's the only thing that matters. I've told him 100 times, we do not have to be together. We do not have to have a relationship. You can fucking hate my guts, but you should still be there for your kid. You know, you can, you know, not want anything to do with me. You don't have to fucking be with me to have a relationship with your daughter. But he thinks that it has to go hand in hand. So it's just like, well, you should just worry about your kid. You should worry about yourself too, and like your own well-being and the best thing that's for you. But you should worry about your daughter too. And the worst part is he had a really good dad. So how are you not going to be a really good dad like you had for your kid? You know, exactly, Amber. They think that you have to be in a relationship for them to be there for the kid. Oh, I know, Mary. I know. We're talking about baby stuff. Woosah. Woosah. What is it from the anger management movie? Like, woosah. Yeah, usually I have low blood pressure anyway. Like, what is it? Like 115, 110 over 50, sometimes 60. Exactly, oxygen thief. Sometimes the parents being together is more toxic than not. Exactly. Wow. Cool, so let's check this out. Let's finish up. We got 4 minutes left on 90 Day Fiancé.
Not a big deal.
You know what? You told me I'm going to change my song.
I don't know if I could ever be with someone that was like Muslim because of how strict and traditional they are. And usually they want you to convert, just like a lot of Jewish people want you to convert to get married. I don't think I would ever convert religions for somebody.
I'm sick of being judged myself too. Like, I can't even put on a dress that I think is nice without you being like giving me a hard time. Oh, you can't wear that jacket. Do I do that to you?
After that.
Cause all this drama over a freaking.
That's what I want to focus on, Oxygen Thief, is just the kid. You know.
Who cares about a bikini?
That's why I got upset. After you said that, you did it.
Oh, please give me a break.
Bum, 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 bum.
Picture you ever saw, and then you DM'd me with me in a bikini.
And I told
now
you
I
I'm
can't
not
wear
going to find a woman wearing a bikini.
Well, obviously me, Amber.
When I met you, that you wanna change.
Yeah, that too, Milkman. My belly's getting sweaty. This is a weird feeling.
I don't even know what he's talking
It's weird without pants. Let's see the belly without pants.
about. Eating pork.
Yeah, they do, Oxygen Thief.
Drink on special occasion. And I cleaned out my closet for things that I know he wouldn't approve
We got
of.
pockets.
There's other things I
Pocket swag.
kept that I still might want to wear. But
I can kind
never
of suck it in a
told
little bit.
him I'm never going to wear a bikini again. I'm absolutely furious. I'm trying to tell you that
Like,
obviously things are different here.
you can kind of suck it in a little bit, and then you're just like, okay, now I can't breathe. I wonder what she feels like when I try to suck in my belly. And it's just like, belly. That's what it is.
If she wanted to follow her friends and how they are dressed, I will not be a part of that. Because if she doesn't,
Yeah, he doesn't like the owls. He hates the owls. So I don't know why he's offended that I watch them. Like, they're not IP2. They're not anything. They tag me in all their shit. No, I haven't, Amber. I think I've watched some, like, highlight clips that the owl showed, maybe. Or, like, I'm trying to think. No, I haven't really watched your streams. Yeah, you can't suck it in, really. No, we have 6 weeks left, Milkman. 6 weeks and some days. Yeah, she's feisty. If I like poke her, she'll poke back. Now, let me see if I can. Oh shit, my chair. Let's see. Let's see where she is right now.
I don't think that I should feel judged.
Yeah, she was doing cartwheels the other night.
I don't like to feel that from the person that supposedly loves me.
Let me try over there. I think she's sleeping.
Life feeling controlled and feeling like I'm a
Hello
bad
in there.
for just being who I am. As much as I love him, I won't get mad if we can't like figure this out.
Exactly, Jalen. Yeah, I don't support everything that the owls do. No AC2. I haven't done porn in a very long time.
I feel like I'd have to show you how it's done.
Okay, just let me do what I'm doing, okay? Attitude drives me crazy.
I wish you would just listen to me.
And I'm losing my patience. Okay, just shut up. It is compulsory.
Exactly, Milkman, exactly. Let me refresh.
If you're a homeowner in New Jersey and you're still paying for electricity,
I know, Jalen. I know. I was like, you know that I had a whole career in the entertainment industry.
welcome back to
I've been in mainstream movies. I fucking had a whole life before. Why is this in Spanish? English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? And they're like, hola. Hola, mis friends. Like, I was on the network first, Jalen. I've been streaming since 2008, you know, on Stickam and then on YouTube. I've had a YouTube since 2008. You know, I had a whole career in the entertainment industry. I had 60,000 followers on Twitter, 105,000 followers on Instagram. Man. I'm just like, why are the captions in English, in fucking Spanish? I obviously would never request that my captions be in Espanol. Mi español es un poquito. Well, back then I went by Bobby Dylan too. I didn't tell anyone my name was Jen. I didn't tell people my government name. I was going by Bobby Dylan. Here's my Twitter. Here's my Instagram. I was still, I think, active in the adult industry when I first started streaming on the CX network and shit like that. But at the end of the day, like, everybody knew what I did. That's why it was, like, such a meme that I, like, found the community. So this is called First Week with a Newborn Baby. Tips and things I wish I knew. Oh, now she's kicking back a little bit. Where I poked her earlier. Come, Mandy. Yeah, what's up, Amber? Yeah, that too, Milkman. Because they knew of my work. Like, these things happen. Cops and virgin robbers. I mean, any title's good for a porn title. You know. Like, you can make anything a porn title. They will literally make all the craziest titles. Like, they made, like, a Black Lives Matter porn title. Like, it was terrible. Well, yesterday, Jalen, she was on like this side. So she would keep like putting her, I think it was like her shoulders and her back on this side. And then her arms and leg were on this side. It was before the mansion. I never went to the mansion, Milkman. Yeah, that shit's weird, eeks geeks. I don't know why some women will breastfeed until they're like 6 years old. But, yeah, I was at the townhouse, Milkman, the 3-story one. That was kind of by Hollywood. And I was there for the chinchilla. She's kicking me back from when I poked her 5 minutes ago.
My channel. My name is Jessica Hover, and this is my son Wilson. And today we're making a video about basically tips to make the first week with a newborn baby easier, or things I wish I knew the first time around. This is my second child. First one is Eloise. She's 4. Will is 1 week old. So we just want to share with you guys some of the things that we
got a lot of hair for 1 week. Definitely Amy.
Than it was when we had Eloise. And I think one thing is having a baby is just overwhelming in general, and especially your first kid. It flips your whole life upside down. So a lot of this stuff is better because he's my second kid, and because I am not as freaked out as I was with Eloise, because I have seen some of this stuff before. But there are some things that we're doing differently.
Yeah, definitely, Jalen.
World of different. So I'm just gonna share all of that with you, and you can take what you want. The thing with parenting is lots of people have lots of opinions, and every baby's different. So maybe some of the stuff that's working on him won't work for you. But I hope
these things happen, Bobby. These things happen.
And if you are a new mom or dad or somebody with a new baby in your family, congratulations! So exciting. You're probably tired. Make sure you rest. Okay.
No, Isby, I cannot.
The dad or the partner or somebody, auntie.
Isby, you don't think if I did that he would go and trash that hotel room so that way my credit card got charged? Just to spite me and shit like that? He's a very spiteful person.
Someone give the baby a bottle.
He already owes me like $300 for my phone.
During the day, I pump after I nurse this baby. I've been doing it in the evening. I pump a little extra, put it in the fridge, and then at night, for one of the times when he
yeah, I haven't seen like elbows or knees yet, Oxygen Thief. I've just seen like the bulk of her will be on this side, and like arms and legs will be on that side wiggling.
Instead of nursing at 1 and 3 and 6, that's made a whole world of difference. We did 1 or 2 nights. No, we've done a couple nights where I've nursed every single time.
Oh, of course, we know this, Bobby.
And I cried more, and it's just not my favorite. There have been a few nights where Sean's given him a bottle, and it feels life-changing. Oh yeah, with Eloise we didn't use a pacifier at all. Okay, and with Eloise we didn't use a bottle.
Yeah, it would work, Amber.
Month because people gave us advice not to because of nipple confusion. I guess newborn babies struggle to nurse sometimes, and so doctors and others are nervous that the baby won't know how to latch if you give them your boob and then a pacifier and then a bottle, and all those nipples are different. And so anyway, with Eloise I was like, oh okay, well I guess I have to wait a whole month before I try, because that was the general advice I was given.
Yeah, she was head down the last ultrasound, and then the ultrasound before that she was breech, you know, so her head was up and her feet were down, and then her head was down and her feet were up in the last one, but she could have flipped and flopped all around. They'll move around a couple more times probably before she gets, you know, like engaged for birth, because we still have 6 weeks some days. He went to 1 ultrasound and 1 appointment. So he went to the like 13 or 16 week ultrasound in Vegas, I believe. Yeah, it was Vegas. And then he went to my introductory appointment here, where they ask about family history and stuff. And like we found out, I didn't know his sister was born with a hole in her heart. So they had to do a fetal echocardiogram, and they made sure that she didn't have any holes in her heart and stuff. But it's not his baby, right? Meanwhile, I have to give his medical information because it's his fucking baby. That's how important these things are. Like, as soon as he said, you know, there's a hole in the heart in my family, they were like, okay, we're scheduling you for a fetal echo. Like, this is what needs to be done to make sure that it doesn't happen to your baby. And if it does, we're ready. You know, we have the right level NICU. We have a cardiologist on, you know, on standby, things like that, in case she needs heart surgery when she's born. But everything was normal with her heart. He said that, Jalen. I think his mom might have told him that it happened to his sister. But he was like, I think he was like 3-4 years old when his sister was born. So he remembers. I don't care, Johnny. You can stay. Yeah, so once they found out about that, they're like, yeah, we have to get you in for a fetal echo, and we'll put you into like the high-risk doctor and make sure that the heart is fully formed. And it was like an hour-long appointment. They were just looking at the heart, making sure that everything was good. And I could have gotten bad news at that appointment. I was all by myself. You know, like, his excuses were just like, he would rather be a nap, and there's nothing for him to do. You know, they're like, they can't guarantee 100% because there's some holes in the heart when they're in utero that close when they're born. Because they're not taking in oxygen yet. They're taking in oxygenated blood, but they're not actually breathing yet. So until they start breathing, then they can do an actual echocardiogram on the baby outside of the womb. And they can make sure that all those little holes that are supposed to close the way that they're supposed to. And, you know, everything merges how it's supposed to merge. But they saw the 4 chambers of the heart. Everything looked good. Nothing was missing. Like, everything looks 100% normal. You know, they don't consider me high risk anymore. I just hate that it's like, I could have found out bad news. You know, I could have found out that the baby has a hole in her heart, and I would have been by myself, you know, for that type of news. You know, like, wouldn't you want to be there for the good and the bad? But obviously not. So, first week with a newborn baby, tips and things I wish I knew. What a transition.
Time around, I am not listening to that, and I wish I didn't with Eloise. I wish I would have just.
I don't plan on using pacifiers.
She was actually doing well nursing.
Because I don't want nipple confusion. I don't want problems nursing. I don't want them getting stuck on the pacifier and having to get rid of the pacifier. That's like their favorite thing when they're 3 years old later.
He even has a bit of a tongue tie, and he's still managing to do it. So for us, we do the bottle thing at night, and then we also give him a pacifier during diaper changes sometimes, because we feel like sometimes he just is like a little fussy because he just wants to grab something with his mouth. So the pacifier has been so nice for him.
It happens, oxygen thief. What are you gonna do? Can't interrupt his afternoon naps. Yeah, at least he told the doctors. Like, at least he knew about that condition. He never told me about that, but he told the doctor when she asked.
For Eloise, I was a lot more aware of like what people might think, and I would always wear some sort of like tent thing, and it was kind of overwhelming trying to figure out how to get her to latch. This time around, I have just embraced the fact that if I'm gonna nurse and live, then I can't be really concerned with what other people will think. I still am more sensitive depending on what setting I'm in, and down to just be nursing where other people are. And if they feel weird, that's okay. I think living in Spain really helped. People in Spain tend to be more free and excited about nursing, and they aren't weird at all if they see somebody nursing in public.
Yeah, a lot of people do milkman. A lot of people get stuck on the pacifier. Learn how to nurse in public.
Dressing for nursing, that's hard. I remember with Eloise, it was so overwhelming to know how to.
I have some nursing tops and stuff.
Just every day I try and dress.
That's good on you, oxygen thief.
Cute is secondary right now to
functional, yeah.
When I leave the house, I know that I'm probably going to be nursing every 1 to 3 hours.
Sucker, LOL. Yeah, I feel you, Barry. That's why I feel like if I don't give her a pacifier to begin with, I'll never have to take it away and be like the bad guy.
And then I can pull the nursing bra down and the baby can latch like that. Or I wear a t-shirt.
I don't know, Jalen.
And then a tank top underneath it. Nursing tank tops
I don't know.
helpful for this. So wear a t-shirt and then the nursing tank top underneath, and then you pull the t-shirt up and pull the nursing tank top down. And
only one of your kids wanted the binky, the rest never had one. Yeah, that's good.
And that's
Like she said, it can fuck up your
Also,
nursing.
Not worrying so much about my body. I don't know if this is you guys at all, but for me, first time around, I was
Yeah,
really
that shit's crazy,
aware and,
milkman.
like, nervous about how my body was gonna be after having
My
the
pump, you have to
baby.
plug in the wall. Like, it's not a portable one. You have to plug it into the wall.
You may lose weight from nursing, you may not,
And,
and all of that stuff was
you have to plug it into the wall and, like, chill there and do your milking. You know? They have portable ones, like the one that she has. I might get that one if I find myself, like, out at Walmart and I need to pump. Or, you know, if I'm out at the beach and I need to pump. Or I'm out somewhere. But I think I'll always pretty much be home. Or I could get an inverter for my car and go into the car and pump. And just, like, have some privacy and, like, my own time and space. I don't feel like I would be pumping at the beach or pumping on the go, you know? Like, you could feed your baby. You could just take your boob out and feed your baby. Or, like, another kid in school taking her pacifier from her. Being, like, a bully about the pacifier. Damn. Them damn bullies. The disposable underwear from... Four. Yeah, I don't know, Jalen. It's crazy you have issues. It's crazy. She changed her views very quickly. Issues.
scary to me.
She changed her
And I
views
was
very quickly
a
on
bit
me.
insecure of what
From
it
one day
was
to the
like.
another.
And this time around, I've just chosen to trust that we'll figure it all out.
Yeah, it's one thing if she was, like, sending the milk to the kid, or if she was giving it to the adoptive parents, if she was giving the milk to the baby in some form. But at this point, she's just doing it to, like, keep her boobs in shape. You can technically sell milk, like, it's not illegal, which, like, it should be a regulated market. Like, you can't sell fucking cow's milk without it being pasteurized and passed by, like, the USDA. But you can fucking sell breast milk on, like, this little black underground market. You know? But it's not tested for drugs. It's not tested for alcohol. Yeah, they have breast milk banks. The hospital that I'm going to, like, God forbid my milk didn't come in or something, they have a donor milk program where they will test the milk for drugs. They will test the milk for alcohol. They'll test the milk for, like, STD, whatever you could get through milk, they'll test it and give it to babies that are in the hospital, that are in the NICU, that are, you know, needing milk and their mother can't produce it yet. Because sometimes your milk doesn't come in until a couple days after the baby's born. Especially if you get a C-section, that's what I've heard. Yeah, it's just crazy, the flip-floppiness. You have issues. It's why I don't answer her. That's why I don't, you know, she's contacted me on 3 different accounts, 4 different Instagram accounts, 3 different phones, you know, because every time I block her, I say block this account and all accounts created by it, you know, and she still had, like, 3 other accounts to contact me on. Jules' milk would have been toxic. Some bodybuilders use breast milk. What the fuck? What in the game is that? Bam. Yeah, there's weirdos on Craigslist for sure. But that's the thing, is there's no way for testing it. Like, there's no way to tell, like, if there's drugs in the milk, if there's alcohol in the milk, unless you get your own test strips. And even then, it's like, do you really want to trust a stranger? You know? The fuck? Something, like, fell in the shower. Nutrients, I guess. True.
Hormones into my body that are helping to sort of, like, contract my uterus or something. So it actually helps the pumping like wearing dark colors is more flattering than light for me right now.
I don't know, Swing. I don't know what they're asking her to do. I've never had to deal with CPS.
And if you still have weight to lose later, then you'll be able to lose it, just like you did.
Usually bras fit small-chested women like this.
Well, I left the state. You get certified as a nurse in every state, so you'd have to go to nursing school in the state that you're going to. So I was going to nursing school in Las Vegas, and then I left Las Vegas, and you know, thank God I didn't finish my shit there, because I would have paid all this money and went through all my schooling and then been certified in a state I no longer live in. So that would have been real fucking silly of me. And then I'm going to go to a certificate program and get certified in a different field, but still the medical field. Blue or green milk? Ooh. Yeah, I know it can change based on what your baby needs, but I think it could also be like THC and stuff in your milk, because you can't smoke when you're breastfeeding. Yeah, the national registry. I think you still have to go state by state. I don't know if there is a national registry, because each state has different hours. I have an associate's degree. I got my associates.
Don't worry about stuff like that. You don't have that much time to think about things, and so I would say don't think about that at all. If I can just continue my advice. This time around, my friends helped me to be more organized and have everything I need for diaper changes in one spot. Maybe that's a given for you, and you already knew that. I know a lot of moms are way more organized than I am, but for me, I have a tendency of just kind of like letting things go and trying to figure it out. And my friends actually put
No, I haven't taken any marijuana in a long time.
And the bassinet is right there, over there. And so we do.
Yeah, Jalen, I'm sure.
And bedtime, and his clothes are there, and his swaddles are there, and it's all like very easy to grab, especially in the late night hours. That's when I feel it most, and it's been most helpful. So having a bit of organization for the stuff that you're gonna do all the time, which is diaper changes and probably swaddling and getting them dressed. Oh, before I had the baby, I went to Target and I bought myself some very cheap and unflattering like granny panties. They're basically just briefs, panties, and then big heavy pads, because you bleed a lot during the first week of having a baby. And so the hospital often will give you like the netted underwear, and then they give you pads. But
definitely milk my, especially because I've been smoking since I'm like 16. So quitting at 28, because I was 28 when I got pregnant, 29 when I gave birth, and then I turned 30 quickly after. Like, I feel like I've been pregnant forever.
I thought we were going to do a regular diaper bag, but it's a little too much. So I have a backpack that I'm using as a diaper bag.
Yeah, I have a couple backpacks I think I'll probably use as a diaper bag. I have a Brooklyn one.
Yellow because he's a ray of sunshine. Diapers are up here, pacifiers back here, change of clothes and stuff, swaddles are in here. The only thing that this is missing is like a changing pad thing, but we haven't missed it yet. We probably will put something like that in there so that we can change them anywhere and feel good about it. But
I feel good about it.
Changed in some like coffee shop benches and just like random outdoor places, and we've just put like a jacket down or a sweatshirt.
Oh, I feel like Isby is the child during a divorce. Poor Isby. Isby doesn't know what to do. You think your mom smoked leaves when she was with you? Never asked her though. Gonna have to ask her.
You just make it work. The backpack is beneficial because I can just have it on my back and not have to care about it at all, right?
I don't know, like I would say Johnny's a flip flopper, but he's a clip channel. So the thing is, at the end of the day, he's looking for clips. Like, he may not actually be a fan or supporter of me. Like, yeah, he's a member. I appreciate that. But he may not actually like me or anything that I do. He's just looking for clips and content kernels. You know, if he goes over to Controla's channel, he's looking for content kernels. He might not be a supporter of hers. He may not appreciate what she does or what she says. Same thing with anyone that he watches. He's just looking for that content and clips. That's what runs his channel. You know, he doesn't run his channel on, like, like Snack Size Attila started with Attila and only Attila. You know, so it's like, yeah, you could label him that, but he's a clip channel. Like, I understand both sides of the coin. Like, I hope he is a real supporter and like positive thoughts for me and like things like that. I know that, you know, I've told him like he definitely started some shit in my relationship over those clips because he freaks out. And then who deals with the freaks outs? It's me.
But it's a much more chill
You know.
all around experience.
But like,
But you don't have to be stressed about
unfortunately, that's the internet.
Eventually you'll get them back and it'll be great. But the wipe downs and stuff have been really efficient and quick.
Exactly, Jalen.
And they've made me feel good. Also, for us, we treat his newborn sleeping through the day, being awake at night thing like jet lag.
Easy. I'm a flip-flopper. I'm now a Gen simp. Only thing I don't like about pregnancy is everyone pats the pregnant woman's bellies and congratulates them, but no one ever patted my nuts and told me, good job, very sexist country we live in. No one's ever patted my belly, no strangers, only family members. Only family members are allowed to touch my belly. If you were a random person and you touched my belly, I would get a rock. I'm just kidding. You know you have stalker viewers, so they can just lurk as weird, very strange to do that. Oh, we know Amy. Like, there's a couple people that I can think of that go in his chat, and they will literally, like, DM him screenshots of me, and, like, anywhere I go on the internet. Like, look at her, having fun, talking in a chat room. How dare she? She's pregnant. She should be barefoot in the kitchen making you food and, you know. Yeah, I mean, back in the 70s, people definitely smoked weed while pregnant and shit. But I think now they've done more people also smoked cigarettes when they were pregnant, Bob paid, back in the day. It's so weird, Jalen. It's so weird to take YouTube shit out of YouTube and, like, go into someone's DMs, like, following me around chat rooms. I've had people follow me into the fucking Predator chat rooms, the Predator catchers. Multiple people follow me in there and be like, do you guys know that Just Jen is doing this? Or that her boyfriend is a racist? And they're like, dude, this isn't her chat. Like, fucking watch the Predator Hunter or get the fuck out. They're like, well, damn, I'm banned now. The doxing shit was the only thing I said was fucked up that Jen did, but there was more. That was more ski. It was his channel. True, like I said, people can not like me because of things that I've done, but they shouldn't say shit about my unborn child. Like, that woman threatened me while pregnant, even though she denies it. There's videos out there, multiple videos. You know, she said that my baby is only a fetus and may not even be born. And then the next day she's saying, like, oh, I would go to her baby shower if she has one. Bitch, you ain't invited. Why the fuck would I have people from the internet at my baby shower? You know? Like, I love some of y'all. Y'all are real ride or dies. But that's for family and, like, high school friends. That's not for people from the internet. My internet peoples, y'all know you can donate. It's going to the baby. You know, it's like, it's going towards, you know, last thing we raised money for was the Postpartum Recovery Kit. We raised money for the baby carrier. We raised money for the, some diapers, and it goes towards that. You know, I pay my rent on my own. That's all good in the hood. That comes out of my fucking bank account. But, like, anything that you guys donate, you guys know what it's going towards. Usually I'll have a donor goal in the corner, what it's going towards this week or this month, what we're raising for. And that's, like, how I have a little virtual baby shower, and my ride or dies and my little supporters can, you know, help out. How am I begging? It's not like you have to pay $5 admission fee to be here. There's no problem with a glass of wine or beer here and there, as well as weed hash in moderation. Nah, I think that shit's too sketchy, Rex. I think you don't know enough about the repercussions of wine or beer when you're pregnant. Like, one glass could make the baby have, what is it? Fetal alcohol syndrome. Or it could take 100 glasses. But why would you want to take that risk? Yeah, definitely, Rex. I DM'd you one time when a ski simp was spreading disgusting lies about your pregnancy. You needed to know that dude was unstable. Facts, Jalen. Appreciate that. Like, I don't know. You know, and that person's just unstable. So it's like, yeah, I said some shit. But when you're coming after me and my family, when you're coming after my unborn child, and you're coming after me, I'm gonna go for your fucking jugular. I don't care if you call it a low blow. I don't say if you're like, that's scumbag shit to do. You know what scumbag shit to do? Drugs while you're pregnant and put your baby in the NICU, withdrawing. That's scumbag shit to do. That you have to live with forever. That you couldn't hold your baby when she was first born because she was having fucking seizures. But let's not go there.
And we have a lot of experience with jet lag. And so what we did straight from the start was the moment he arrived.
Exactly, Rex. So it's just like, you try to be as healthy as you can during pregnancy.
So he could sleep as long as he wanted. It was more clear that he was sleeping in the day, and then at night, even if he's awake, we keep it really dim and dark and quiet, and we treat it exactly like we do with Eloise currently and jet lag. Anytime we travel, we do it like that as well to help our bodies adapt to daytime and nighttime, right? So that's been
yeah, and then people are surprised when I go for the jugular, Amy. People are surprised. You talk about me and my unborn kid, I'm gonna go for your jugular. I'm not gonna be like, oh no. No, I'm a fucking savage.
Newborn baby jet lag. And keep the days bright and loud and the nights quiet and dark, even if he's actually awake at night. You're gonna have to burp with force.
Burp with force, number 11.
I'm really bad at diaper changes, swaddling, and burping, but I've gotten a little tougher this time around. I think they can handle it. So I burp like this, like a little harder, and then I'm like, okay, that's burp. And then I like wait a second because sometimes that helps. And I go like this. I don't know, I think he likes it.
He has a lot of hair for a 1 week old. I did not have that much hair at all. This video is about her first week with a newborn and just like tips and tricks.
Wilson's my maiden name. James is one of Sean's very best friends. Sean says he's the best man he knows. Hopefully he knows our last name. So that was that.
Yeah, no, for sure, Rex. You also don't want it too quiet, I heard.
Okay. So
like, if you make your house too quiet, the baby's only gonna sleep when it's fucking drop dead silence. But if you go through and you actually like experience noise while they're sleeping, they learn how to sleep through it. Like when you're pregnant, you should be vacuuming and stuff like that. I don't vacuum too often because I only have 2 bedrooms that have carpet, so I don't really need to vacuum much. And then oh, there's a fucking Colorado Pet Patrol chit chat. I'm missing out on a chit chat. Yeah, I always say that person wants David to move to not Oklahoma, Oregon, and like skin him and wear him like a skin suit. Like that person is very obsessed with him and me. He doesn't even like talk about him. He just talks about me and talks down about me. I asked him one day, I'm like, what psychological drugs am I on? What pharmaceutical meds that I'm on? You know, please tell me, since you're accusing me of, you know, my child's going to be in withdrawal and shit. What is she withdrawing from? Which medication? He's like, well, one time you showed your medication on stream before you were pregnant. Yeah, before I was pregnant. But what meds? And I stopped half my meds when I got pregnant. So I'm like, again, you have nothing that correlates or like goes along with your story. And it's creepy that he watched me before I was pregnant. Like just lurking and fucking jerking. You are. When she's born, it's going to be 100 times more. You will be so protective. Oh my God, girl, you have learned so much. Yes, you definitely don't want to keep the house quiet. I knew that right off the bat. Yeah. That's why it's like Mandy barks a little bit, you know, the neighbors make noise. We have the mobile. I gotta stop saying we. When I say we now, it's me and her. We got a mobile. She has it, but I got that shit. It's for her, but I got that shit set up. I put it on the fucking thing. I built it. I put that shit together real nice, real fancy like. Yeah, me too, Rex. Me too. Hey, eventually, something's gotta give. Yeah, I have the mobile, but she probably won't sleep in her crib until she's like 6 months old. She'll probably just be in the bassinet by my bed. You know, it has the pack and play, and it has like the infant bassinet, and then it has another like a newborn bassinet on top of that with a changing table. Exactly, Jalen. He also claims the U.S. Army called him about me. The U.S. Army. I must be so special. So special. Yeah, Postpartum Recovery Kit. It's like disposable underwear for like when you're bleeding and stuff. It's like witch hazel spray that's supposed to help you with your pain. A peri bottle, so that way you can like clean yourself after the bathroom without wiping. Like almost like a bidet. What else was in the Postpartum Recovery Kit? It has icy pads. Like how you like break them apart, those ice packs, and they become cold. You break the pad apart and it becomes cold. And it's like good for your lady bits after giving birth. What else comes with it? I think it has like wipes too. But that's only if you don't have stitches. So yeah. Postpartum Recovery Kit. It could be something that they're like, you know, shilling to moms, new moms and stuff. But even the second time, third time, eighth time moms that are in the birth boards that I'm in, they say that it's a nice kit. So I was like, that's looking pretty nice. We're going to have to push something for me on that baby registry. I put a couple things for me on the baby registry. I put like smoothie cups, because I have 2 smoothie cups that I can make like milkshakes, smoothies, coffee drinks. Because I like my little frozen fancy coffee drinks. And then blend them, like the blender cups. But I put 2 more on my wish list. And then what else did I put for me on the wish list? The Postpartum Recovery Kit, that's for me, but that's because of the baby. Yes, we know the gender. Since 9 weeks, we've known the gender. It's crazy. She is due the middle of July. And obviously it's a girl, because I'm referring to her as she. And everything in this room is like pink and cutesy. Oh, it's getting hot in here. Hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. I'm gonna take my clothes off. Just kidding. We're gonna keep the clothes on. Gonna keep the clothes on. Nobody wants to see all this. Large and in charge. Tucks. Yeah, I heard about tucks. I think our tucks the wipes too. That they help. Like after you go to the bathroom and stuff. Like you use the wipes. It's crazy, Kinga. It is crazy. Like, I'm glad y'all see it. Because I'm like, why will you not ban this person? They don't donate. Like, they don't bring anything to your channel. If anything, they, like, run people off. Because they're like, who the fuck is this crazy person? But yeah, the shit that he said about me, I'm like, and he's brought up, you know, 3-letter agencies and shit. He's talked about me going to jail. He's talked about C going to jail. I'm like, he's broken every rule that you have. Like, what? I don't have it public, Amy, because it shows the town and the state that I live in. So I'll probably only share it with like super, 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 super close people like you know, because I don't want people knowing what town and state I live in. Sun is going down here with a nice breeze. Very nice, Bobby. Yes, of course, Rex. He is the father. There's no one else. There's no question. It's not like I was with someone the week before. I wasn't with anyone for 2 months before I got pregnant. You know, it's not how it works. There's no chance of it being someone else's. It's 1000% his. I've offered DNA tests time and time again. I told him you can get the prenatal DNA test. It's $1,000. Or you could wait till she's born, and it's like $125, $150. You can even get them at like CVS. And then you just mail it in. I'm like, or you could do court ordered. Good luck with that, Rex. You are trying to sell salt to a snail, but good luck to you, and bless your efforts. He is sensitive. Lord knows the boy needs some help. Just for the algorithm, Amber, because I was watching 90 Day Fiance. So I was like, anyone who wants to watch 90 Day Fiance together, they can watch this video and we'll watch it together and what we think. Yeah, it's sad. Refresh the mesh. It's definitely sad.
Hey, New Jersey homeowner.
Doxed. Yeah, people have told me that he supposedly said the state that I live in. Like, word.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I have a few updates for you guys. First, it sounds like Curtis is still mad. He's posted in Love After Lockup.
Oh, that's funny, Amber, because Amber H, if you just like hashtag it with your name, you're gonna get that traffic.
The negative comments may make you feel powerful with the attention you're lacking in your reality. You may think it's gonna further blemish my image.
That's a big ass pitbull. That motherfucker wearing an 18-inch gold chain. That thing don't hang. What the fuck? Is that like a pregnant pitbull? That pitbull's neck is as big as my thighs. Probably bigger than my thighs. Even though my thighs are kind of big right now.
Letting this little punk antagonize a complete stranger for a whole scene in front of everyone. Shh. Let your internet ego take a break. Most of you are over 55 and new to Facebook. Come on, people, it's time. First, catch me outside, girl. Now, Kevin, the 38-year-old Napoleon complex boy that can dish out insults but can't take one. This has to be stopped. Enjoy the group. Let's be friends. And I saw one of the Facebook groups he posted this in, and they ended up blocking and deleting him. And for our next update, so someone who's close to Christiana reached out to me and revealed that she's been in a halfway house for the...
Oh, shit. Yeah, I love 90 Day. I love Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup. Life After Lockup starts soon. It starts in June. I think like June 13th or something like that. Very exciting. Before Father's Day, I think it starts. Yeah, definitely refresh the mesh. But it's his only way of making income. So until he has something to replace that income, he's never going to stop the... That pitbull was definitely wearing a chain. That was not a collar. That motherfucker was an 18-inch, 20-inch gold chain. That was like a little motherfucking Cuban link. That like, he's like, this gonna be gangster. I'm gonna put this on my dog. That motherfucker had a neck. Catch me outside, girl. Yeah. But I told him he should get a part-time job and then do streaming when he's, you know, smoking weed. It's the only time he smokes weed is when he's streaming. And, you know, get a part-time job. You'll have, like, self-esteem. You'll have self-worth. You'll have a schedule. You'll have, like, a pattern that you follow. You'll have a cycle of, like, 8 to 9, you know, 8 to 5, I go to work. You know, you're already waking up at 4 in the morning anyway. Might as well just go do fucking labor gigs. You'll be done by like 3 in the afternoon. And you have all night to stream. Like, you know, it'll make your self-esteem feel better. You'll sleep better. But it's like selling salt to a snail.
The past month and a half, and she's doing well. So I looked up the information online, and
You don't want to touch good advice. Oh no, she got a new charge. She's in a halfway house, but she picked up a new charge. I thought she just had like a parole violation, but she got a whole new burglary and a second-degree charge. I'm sure, cartoon. I've always said 100 times, y'all can confirm, have I not like wished him the best and hope that he makes a better life for himself so that way he can have a better life for his daughter? Have I not like time after time given him good advice and supported him? You know, like, what's he gonna lurk and find out? Like, there's no secret telling here. There's no men in the fucking background. There's no dates that I'm going on. There's no fucking people I'm DMing.
From jail and in the halfway house, she's been pretty quiet on social media. She hasn't said anything.
Ooh, that's an interesting eyeliner choice. Interesting eyeliner choice. It's not even about the money refresh the mesh. It's about physically being there, emotionally, you know, physically. It doesn't matter about finances. I can take care of that. She's good in this motherfucking hood all day. That's not because I live in the hood. I'm just saying she's good. She got it. She's all right. But at the end of the day, like, it's about physically being there for her. You know, like, this is who you're from. This is the family that you come from. You know, this is your grandparents. This is your aunts and your uncle. You know, like, this is what my father taught me. I'm going to teach you. This is what my mother taught me and I'm going to teach you. Like, this is what, you know, your aunts and uncles were like. That type of thing. It doesn't matter if he pays a fucking penny. It matters that he's there emotionally for her and physically. You know, like, eventually she's going to have memories. She's going to have, you know, dance recitals. She's going to have school graduations. She's going to have a baptism. You know, I'm not asking for him to pay for the fucking birthday party. She's going to have a first birthday. You know, you can't get those moments back. He could come to terms 16 years from now. But you can't make up for 16 years that you missed. You know?
So heavy. I keep on praying and never giving up on hope. I got a new day and a new person in my life. And now I have hope. And she posted that same day. Here's the 2020.
Like, money is the last thing that I'm worried about.
She posted a picture with her new boyfriend. And they started dating right before she went back to
Oh, she got a new boyfriend. But her and her Love After Lockup boyfriend were Bonnie and Clyde. They were against the world together. She got Clyde tattooed on her chest. He got Bonnie on the arm. What the hell? You can't break up Bonnie and Clyde.
Recent pictures of her, the latest that we have on Christiana. And it did take Christiana long to find a boyfriend because right before she posted
When it's not about finding, like, another man, you know, obviously, like, you know, I'm not a fucking ugly heifer, you know, but, like, I'm not worried about finding someone else. I'm worried about her biological father because no matter what happens, like, she's always going to wonder, who do I come from? Because I ask those types of questions. Who do I come from? Are you German? Are you Welsh? Are you French? Are you Irish? Are you, you know, do you have a special recipe that your family made? Do you have family traditions that can be passed down? Do you have, you know, a blanket that your grandma made that could be passed down and you keep it in the family like that, you know? Those are things that matter. You know, it's not about money. It's not about financial. She'll be fine. She'll be taken care of. She's not going to go without diapers. She's not going to go hungry. But it's not about finding someone else. It's about her blood. You know, and her blood being there for her. Like, my mom's going to become a grandma. She's made a blanket for the baby. She's gotten clothes for the baby. She's gotten, you know, the dresser for the baby. Yeah, either he's going to be a missing part or he's going to be there. Like I said, he could fucking get it together 16 years from now and come back with, like, therapy, a job, a new degree. Like, who knows what he could do, what potential is there. But he has to do it for himself and he has to do it for his daughter. It doesn't have to be done for me. And I can't force him to do anything. You know, I can't do the schoolwork for him. I can't work the job for him and him get the paycheck.
Where did the Miller come from? And so then literally the next day she's announcing she has a boyfriend. So somebody slid in those DMs with a quickness and applied. And that same day she said she was taking boyfriend applications. She posted, I feel so alone out here in this world.
Yeah, therapy, things like that.
How it feels to be me and have to accept that I'm so sad.
But eventually chat's gonna go away, Kinga. Chat isn't forever. Is he gonna be streaming in 10 years? You know? Or is he gonna be looking for a relationship with his blood?
I'm tired of giving my heart to low-life mother effers, so back the F up. May there be peace on earth, hopefully one day. Optimizing is a B. Holler at me if you really care. Love, I world. Love the new Bonnie.
Trying to vent my belly. My belly's all sweaty.
Talk about her mom stopped breathing for a spell and that she really needs to wake up. Hopefully, I hope the best for Christiana, that she continues to do well in the halfway house. You know, her mom probably does not have much time left, and that's one of my biggest regrets in life is my dad passed away 6 years ago, and I didn't get sober until a few years ago, and my biggest life regret is I didn't get my life together before he passed away.
No.
So all you have in this life is time with your family and friends, and you really need to make the best of it. And for our last story, Shane has started...
Not for sure, Amber. There's a lot of women that are like going through similar shit. That they're like, oh my god, I see my situation in this, and that my daughter's 6 years old now. You know, she's 13 years old, and you know, either they're there, they're not, they're in and out.
Custody rights, which were scammed from him during his toxic relationship, as a lot of you have seen on Love and Life After Lockup. Shane has never publicly announced this information in order not to protect other people, but it's time to be open
And I had nothing to do with that, Kinga. People always act like I started the fights between him and his family. I wasn't there that day. I had nothing to do with that shit.
November 2021 for only one reason: to protect his daughter from toxic behavior that a lot of you saw when his daughter's mother posted on her social media that last time he was invited to see her. And I have that video on my channel. It's from like the day of or the day after Thanksgiving, I believe, where him and Lacey were meeting up and he was screaming, and she alleges that he was trying to take Summer and take off with her. Shane has been
Thank you, Bob Paid.
on himself, healing from his past, and keeping hard at work.
I have Media Rex. It just scuffs sometimes because I can't log into Streamlabs. I can't log into Streamlabs and stuff on my computer, but it usually plays. If you go through Streamlabs, it should pop up and play. Sometimes I have to manually do it though. It's been pretty scuffed lately. I don't know if they're getting ready for an update or something, but whenever I open up Streamlabs, like the desktop, everything, it doesn't say that you have to update or anything, but I think they're getting ready for a update soon. Yeah, I just have to say that, Kinga, because so many people think that I started the issues with this family.
It would be better for his daughter if he decided he would no longer film the show, but will be doing his own thing on YouTube soon for all you to follow his journey. We are asking for a donation, big or small, to help Shane finally fight to see his baby girl again. Up until this point, he has not had the opportunity or the finances to be heard in court. Please help us get Shane the fundraising he needs to fight for his daughter, who he loves more than anything.
Oh, it's just an ex that you like keep in contact with eeks. That can be tough. It can be tough, you know, splitting up.
Donations so far out of his $8,000 goal. And another update when we're talking about GoFundMe's, I posted about Ramona's GoFundMe like a week or two ago because her mom was in the hospital and she was not doing well whatsoever, and she was in a completely different state. And Ramona was having to drive back and forth to try to see her mom as much as she could. And her mom's been in the hospital since Mother's Day, and her mom ended up passing away earlier this week. So sending lots of love and prayers Ramona's way. That has to be really, really hard to go through. And so that's it for this video, guys. I just wanted to share all the updates I had for you guys, Love After Lockup related. It's really, really sucked with the season.
Oh, like what, Johnny? The girls in his chat, I can only imagine. Let him have him. He's single. No cartoon. Definitely not. Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, I got thick ass hair. It's hot in summer. Oh. I just washed it last night, so it's a little frizzy. Again, this humidity. My hair does not agree with humidity. I don't know why I moved back. Well, I know why I moved back here. I moved back here because my family is here. But it's like, You know, I moved to Oklahoma thinking that I would be delivering in Oklahoma so that way his family could meet the baby and everything. And then we would move to by my family when the baby was like 6 months old, when the lease was up. Didn't go according to plan, you know. But, yeah. You know, I gave every opportunity for his family to be there and, like, learn about the baby and be involved with the baby. They didn't do anything. They weren't like, here's a hand-me-down. I have 2 hand-me-downs from his family that he left here. That, like, he gave his mom, so I'm keeping it in the baby's room. I have this from his mom that his mom gave to him, and that I'll keep in the baby's room. It's like this little owl, like, ornament thing. And then the cross. So these are the only things that I have from his side of the family.
Hi, Jen. It's about time we supported you rather than the deluded, self-obsessed loser ski-mask Candy.
Thank you, Refresh the Mesh. I appreciate that. She's going to be taken care of no matter what. You know? A good 19-year-old living with their mom. Yeah, the mom can take care of both of them. But yeah, that's the only things that I have from his side of the family. They didn't give them to me. They weren't like, that's for the baby, that's for you. He took them when he moved and he forgot them. You know, he didn't take them with him. So I'll keep that so that way she has something from that side of the family. I have a PhD in fuckery. I like her.
Okay, so I will have to interpret this very liberally. Okay, not liberally, but you know, like I have to read between the lines. And okay, all right, I will post it. Okay, I don't know if you can make heads or tails of it.
Yeah, I'm 8 months. 13 Kings. So I'm not due until the middle of July. Oh shit.
I guess by another guy, another daddy. They got different daddies. Okay? He says, F you Candy. Use a beat. And you don't have no arms. I guess you can't fight. Okay? He said, use a beat and you can't fight. At all. And I dare you to put your man, in your stanky pee. Okay? I dare. I hope you run across the road.
Amber.
Ass was scary to fight my wife just like the rest of the bees. So F you Candy, you ain't my sister, and F your dead daddy.
Oh shit.
And F your kids. B.
Oh shit.
Wow.
He called his sister out. Yeah, it's my first.
I guess he really doesn't care about kids because we see he doesn't care about making, try to visit the child, legally go to court for visitations, not just for visitations, and start paying some money on child support. I already said Arizona is really kind to dads, so you don't have to pay much in child support. But you don't care about kids. Obviously, you just said it in that line. He says, Petey said, bring anybody who wants to squat. And he says, I bet I don't lose, B. I'm a big end for a reason, you hoe.
Mandy's sleeping.
No, you just
Hey, Googly.
You're tall and lanky for a reason. About 6'2", 6'4". And I bet if I could find some other man about 6'2", 6'4".
Not one of my best times. It happens, 13 Kings. So they say you're never supposed to ask a woman if she's pregnant or something. But obviously, like, big old belly. Oh, was that a wake too? Oh, shit. I got a funeral. Oh, man. Poor woman.
She was pregnant 6 times, okay? And then she wasn't. Alright? Can you make sense of that? She was pregnant 6 times, and then she wasn't. And he says, that's terrible.
Thank you, Googly. I'm debating what I want to do for dinner. I have chicken breast thawed, like chicken tenderloins. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with them. I could bread them, but I had breaded chicken with applesauce last week. I had a lot. Had my son in my hands. I looked at them and thought to myself, myself and about you, no more, buddy. Coming to change my life. Yeah. Some people, it changes their life. Some people, they just run away from responsibility. But thank you, 13 Kings. Yeah, I don't know what I feel like doing for dinner. I could do breaded chicken. I could do like grilled chicken. I don't know. I don't really have any sides for it. I gotta get sides. I don't think I have any rice or anything. I think I made my rice. Barbecue chicken with baked potato and green beans. Oh, you went for a Memorial Day meal. You went out. Fancy, fancy. I have an apple. I can use that as a side. I have a veggie tray. I can use a veggie tray for a side. I have hot dogs. No beans. I ate my hot dogs and beans already. I need to do that. I need to add actually beans to my shopping list. I'll get it like not tomorrow but the next day. Baked beans with a watermelon reduction glaze. Okay, fancy, fancy. 2 of those. I need sides. I need like rice. Carb-free barbecue sauce. I'm gonna go to bed. Talk to you later. We'll have a great night. Thank you, Amy. Have a good one. Ready rice. Ready rice. Fried rice. Oh shit. They got yellow rice. I don't know what the fuck I ever said. Yeah, carb free usually just means low carb. Like I think they can have like less than 10 carbs and call themselves carb free, like legally. What is it? I like Uncle Ben's. Whole grain medley. Creamy fort cheese. She goes by Amber. Amber. Let me get some of these, some cheddar broccoli. Let me get some vegetable sides. Let's see. I crave salad and stuff like that. Steamable vegetables, I like those because you just like throw them in the microwave. Let me see. Roasted red potatoes and green beans. Vegetable mix. Stir fry. Tuscany seasoned. Veggie spirals. The fuck, Cloud Gangster? I have celery and carrots. No, I'm not ordering food. I'm putting it on my grocery list. Like what I want to pick up because I know I need veggies. Cauliflower wings. Maybe I'll try those. I have Jalen. I could do the burritos or chimichangas. I think I have. I have frozen tilapia, but I don't have any vegetables to go with it. I have a vegetable like medley. Thank you, 13 Kings. I don't need him, but his daughter needs him, so hopefully he gets his shit together. But until then. You have the veggie platter where it's like I ate all the tomatoes already. It has the sugar snap peas, the broccoli, carrots, and celery, and then the ranch in the middle. So that would be my veggies for the night. But I'm thinking what to pair with it. It's like a wine pairing. Like I could do the chicken breast, but if I make the chicken breast, I'm gonna make all of them, and that's what I'll have like all week. Trying to think. Or I have the tilapia. I could bake the tilapia even though it's frozen. I have the burritos. I have burritos. The buffalo wings too. Maybe I'll do the buffalo wings with the veggies. Hold on, let me go to the bathroom real quick. Let me finish playing this. Yeah, the broccoli mac and cheese is so good. Yeah, that's what I ordered. I ordered the broccoli with cheese sauce, and then I ordered the cheese and broccoli rice, the cheddar broccoli rice. Let me be right back, guys. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. What's up, Mandy? A milkshake a day while pregnant, so that was good. Crave chocolate milkshakes all the time. I'm a UPS driver. She worked on my route. So when she got pregnant, I bought her milkshakes in my UPS truck every day. Oh, that's cute. You gotta grill. It's Memorial Day. Come on. Ooh, spinach and artichoke dip. Fuck yeah, I'm putting that on the list. It's on the list. Oh, I love spin dip. Spinach and artichoke dip. The Fridays one. Oh my god, it's so good. They have the cold dips too, but I like the warm one. Oh, they don't have the warm one. How dare they? Alright, I'll get the cold one. I'll get the cold one. Thank you, Trumpy Trump. Long time no see. Cold salads are delicious. One of those. They don't have the spin dip though. How do they not have the Friday spin dip? That's like the best thing they offer. I got stuff to make salads. I got lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers. Let me get another cucumber in case mine. I'll finish my cucumber tonight. Should I do a cooking stream? Should we transfer to the phone or the laptop? Should we do a cooking stream, guys? Yeah, definitely Amber. Should do a cooking stream. Oh, I also have cookies I can make. I have cookies I can make. I have brownies I can make. I have... Ask me, why does all men go into IP2 straight and end up gay, bi, or with male to female pre-ops? I don't know. I do not know. That's a good question. Trump career in 2024, definitely. Yeah, fuck it, I'll do a cooking stream. Move over to the laptop. We're gonna make a hood rich Memorial Day meal. We're gonna figure it out. So I'm gonna end this stream and I'll start a laptop stream. Okay, so it'll take like 3 to 5 minutes, but I will be back live. Cool, so I'll be back in like 3 to 5 minutes on my laptop. We're gonna make a ghetto ass Memorial Day meal. We're gonna try to do I think we're gonna do the buffalo chicken with the veggie tray, probably some mac and cheese. We're gonna be fancy. We're gonna have a 3-course meal, 3 sides, and then I don't know, maybe I'll bake. I have muffins that I want to make, and then I have brownies. I have brownies. I could do a cake, but I kind of want to do the blueberry muffins because then I have breakfast. I'm about to finish off the banana bread that I made last week, so when that's gone tomorrow, then I'll have already made these blueberry muffins tonight, and they're good for the next week. So I might make them as well. And then dessert is going to be some ice cream that we have left. Or maybe the Easter candy. Easter candy. So I'll be back in like 3 to 5 minutes. I will see you guys around. I'll be right back. So I'll see you guys right back in 3 to 5 minutes. It'll be